Candy's not the only thing that's sticky.
Sorry, Steve.
No, it's fine. We're good.
My man covered in Bavarian meat.
Hey, bring that ass over
There's
here,
that scene
Booger
where
Lips.
I was like, the adult in me when he's like covered in like miak, I was like, that doesn't look right. You could take a clip from that. Urkel's just covered in semen. Come on.
Come on, guys.
just
Here's the
cute,
thing.
but,
A lot
yeah.
of people didn't know that he was a white guy. That's how well they did it. So, like, is that racist?
So I have a theory.
I mean, should you be penalized for your accents being fire as a
That's what I'm
mother?
saying. Like, should you be... You're acting, right? So what does
I
it
know a
matter
girl
that
got
you're...
penalized.
Did you give her the miak?
That penal-
Titanic was like 110 and the
No,
110 or whatever it
oxymoron.
was. Because it was like 2.5 hours for Titanic because it was 2 VHSs.
Titanic's 3 hours and like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was 2 VHSs though, and the titties were in the first one.
You wore that out, didn't you?
I wore
the
that
titties.
tape out.
And I fucking came across a shack. Thought it was a shit shack,
Was it a miak shack?
but there
There's
was
a
some.
Stack and Jack Miak shit.
There was some fucking.
I'll give myself that.
There's some fucking beat up. These porn magazines were still in the same fucking section above the HVAC.
This guy's like, well, let's see, hold on, check this out. Beep, boop, boop,
They were
beep,
having a
beep.
fucking
Ball
rave
moves
in the
and shit.
basement, and I grabbed them, I pull them out. I had hidden them in one of those fucking fabric zip binders.
You don't have to answer this question. Did it take longer to lay the money on the bed than it did to do the deed?
Go ahead, Barrett.
Hell no, motherfucker. I did all fucking night. Play.
All right, all
Play.
Sure to get down with the good Lord. Baby, that's all I need.
That's two different songs. That's two different songs.
Welcome to the Decision Reel Movie Review Podcast, where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. This week, special episode, we got the guys from Hydra FX back in the house.
Hey, we got a temp member in too. Steve's filling in for
I
a little bit.
what's up?
Yeah.
I guess I'm the temp drummer.
The band with multi-consonant last names.
Yeah.
Oh,
17
yeah. How many
all.
syllables do you think are in the
5
plus
hours and
diff?
7 years.
Pustana Witz, Muscolzi. So there's
Seven.
seven there.
Seven.
Ivanov.
All right,
this
we're doing
week.
good.
And then
Barrick.
Barrick.
That ain't bad.
Solid 12.
Yeah, look at
Ain't
us.
bad, ain't bad.
That's a lot of
Sean
syllables.
Postanowitz, Wally Ivanov,
Yeah.
Steve Miskolzy,
And
Greg Barrick.
Barrick.
I sound like I do their Texas.
Yeah. A lot of Eastern European stuff filtering in, maybe a little English with your like ginger
Russian?
beard or
Call
something.
him H&R Block.
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
This fucking guy.
This band is H&R Rock.
Ooh.
Fucking God.
He gets one.
So bad.
I'll see you
He
later.
gets one. The counter's at one.
The
We'll
whole
see where it gets.
the whole time we were sitting waiting to get going, Sean was doing. Sean hit it with one of them faces for the YouTube real quick. Hit him with one of the De Niro or something. The whole time he was looking at himself doing the shit.
You got to get
It's
into
like-
character. You
It's
got
like
to feel
sitting
good.
across from a dog's butthole.
You don't stare directly into it.
No, you don't.
Don't stare into the eye.
Yeah.
The Eye of Sauron. Anyways, this week we're looking at a movie that I picked last week. Ernest Scared Stupid. One of my favorite Halloween movies.
It's so fucking good and bad all at the same time.
That's
Bo-
why.
Agreed.
I am a proponent of the worst movies you've ever seen, but
Should get
also
that checked out.
being I should actually, but also being entertaining, right? Like it can be shit, but as long as it's fun to watch and go through, then I'm here for it.
Like so bad it's good, kind of.
Exactly.
You know,
Kind of
I did find myself at the very end. I
You
did kind
know.
of feel very. I felt uplifted because it was like the troll just needs love. I was
Right.
like, look at that. I was just like,
The way he's dancing with him too.
yeah.
I mean, okay, out there,
Every one of us been
podcast
with a
land,
girl that's like a troll.
If you've never seen an Ernest,
Reminds me of my first
Movie.
prom date. My first prom date was like,
Jesus.
don't you? I feel like every single
booger
one of
lips.
them.
I'm listening to Greg here.
Don't you feel like every
booger
single
lips.
Ernest movie, they treat him like fucking shit?
Oh yeah.
Garbage.
Until the end, and then they're like, "You saved everything."
that's
And you would
always
think
the
they would
well,
know.
you should have listened to him for
Right.
the past hour and 15 fucking
Right.
minutes.
He
Dude,
always messes up and then he fixes it. I was like, wait a minute, I know this from all my. I was
Like,
like,
you're
that's right.
so
This is how it goes.
stupid.
Yeah.
He's the most well-spoken man
I know,
in the
right?
movie. Articulate, big Scrabble words. And then you
It's
got
great.
like, oh, you stupid, Ernest, you dumb fuck. Like the rest of them.
I've also realized over like watching this one that his biggest like nemesis is a door. Every fucking movie that you watch him, anytime he tries to walk through a door, he hits himself in the fucking face. Car door, normal door. paranormal door, just hits himself in the
Paranormal
fucking
door.
head.
And
'Cause
shout
it's
out to
hilarious.
Musculzi over here
Thank you.
because he also is rocking the Canadian tuxedo in all of his
All of
movies.
them. All of them. Well, it's a
That's
half
why.
tuxedo. He's got the vest, the hat, which matches the shirt underneath, and then the jeans.
That's called a day tuxedo. It's a day tuxedo.
He's
What's it
so he's
say?
ready
It's
for
like a
the
summer
Canadian.
Canadian
winter.
Canadian breeze. It's the Canadian breeze.
It's for the
tuxedo.
summers in Canada.
When Skolzy farts.
Yeah.
Sean has some of that Canadian mist. You know?
Dude, it'd be a good Halloween costume. It'd be an easy ass Halloween
It
costume.
would be
It'd
easy.
Super easy.
But also, how many people that aren't our age would know? But also, fuck all those people that don't.
It's a sleeper costume, is
You know-
what it is.
yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
And it's
And you tell
wild.
them, they're like, oh,
Ernest.
well, if they're
Can you
over
play
like 30.
Olivia Rodrigo?
As a kid, I knew he smoked. I was like, he's definitely got to be a smoker from his voice and stuff like that. And then I was like, I looked it up. I was like, oh, he died of lung cancer. And I was like,
Duh.
that
Mike
tracks. That
Wazowski.
tracks. That tracks
You
beginning
know
to
why?
end.
Because he was fucking smoking the competition.
Yeah.
We got two. Jesus Christ. The plot of this
Don't
movie.
get us in the room. I'll tell you what, boy.
Ernest accidentally unleashes an ugly troll that plots to transform children into wooden dolls in the town of Briarville,
working on a car.
Missouri. This is like the best scene in the whole movie.
Oh, that's where he
Shoots
goes
off
into
and
all the
hits dudes.
fucking the characters and shit.
Yeah, it's good.
Why are all the bullies like little fat kids too? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that- well, hold
mullet,
on.
bowl cut face.
Let's go back to the 90s for a second. Wasn't all bullies a little bit fat kids in like
Yeah,
bowl cuts
some of them
and
were
mullets?
chunky.
Buzz, your girlfriend Wolf.
Yeah. Think of Power Rangers, right? Bulk and Skull.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even though the one guy was
Regardless
skinny.
of what we
but-
all look like right now, was anyone hefty in the childhood years? Any of us like hefty in the childhood
I
years?
did.
So
I-
when I was a baby,
Yeah.
they called me Michelin Man.
you had like the where your arms
Oh,
look
I
like
was
a fucking
fat
like
as
they're
fuck.
connecting.
Fat as fuck, boy.
So wait, so
So
you're
he
like
did a- I
you're like
like
you're
the
like
reverse
traumatized. You're traumatized from your babyhood fat,
I just shed it all. Shed it all? Shed it all.
from your babyhood fat.
Both.
You're like you look at the you
I
look
was,
at the pictures.
I was a little chunky, but not
You look
fat,
at him now.
fat.
You're like he's like no.
Is it heavyweights? Is it fucking
Shit,
Yeah.
Connor.
that'd be
You're a
fucking
loser
good
with a
movie.
skinny wiener. I fucking love that movie.
Look, here it is. This is it. Speaking of Canadians, I mean, there he is.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, what was the what was
His dude, when he does,
The woman.
there's-
Yeah.
he was like a great value Robin Williams.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's
a
good.
PBS. He was a
Robin
PBS,
Williams.
like a PBS
Like
Robin
Mike,
Williams.
like Mike Myers that didn't make it.
But he did.
Mike
I mean,
Myers.
kind of,
well, let's be real.
Not
How
as
many
big.
how many movies of Ernest are there, and how many, Austin Powers are there? There's way more Ernest movies.
I wouldn't label it as Austin Powers.
There's
as much
nine.
As just
I looked it up.
fucking
There's
Mike
9,
Myers,
just
yeah.
short of 10.
There's
Honest
probably
movies?
There's 9.
That's a good run.
probably close.
Fuck.
You think there's like
Yeah.
6 or 7 Myers movies?
So you got
7.
Wayne's
No,
World
he's
1 and
still
2.
making movies though, like that are pretty
yeah,
much
but yeah,
the same.
yeah, he's fucking.
Pentaverate
He's about to.
joint?
That was a show, but
I think he's got
Touche.
like 6, like of those
well,
movies.
think about it. So you
character-driven.
got 2 Wayne's Worlds. You got 3 Austin Powers. That's 5 right there.
Yeah.
Then you got
What is
Love
that?
Guru, but
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
1, so 6, whatever. Then you can't really say So I Married an Axe Murderer because that's not
No,
a
no,
character
no.
movie.
spoken
Whoa,
word,
man.
baby.
Whoa, man!
Whoa,
Called
man.
it puberty. Whoa, man! Whoa! Sorry.
You can't say Cat in the Hat because that's a completely different thing, and nobody wants to even remember that.
Yeah, that's a dirty ass movie.
That's nightmare fuel. Was that? What else is there?
I guess
I don't know.
well, you mean like as a franchise. Like Ernest was always himself
That's what I'm
in
saying.
all of his character movies. Like there wasn't more. Yeah. It's like the only other person would be like Freddy Krueger or like Jason.
Right,
With
right.
the number.
Kind of like that.
His comedy is like the number of horror movies there are. Like
I often think of like Hellraiser and Pinhead and Freddy Krueger when I think of fucking Ernest.
yes. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
They're both horror characters for sure. Nightmare
You know what I mean, Vern?
inducing.
He didn't
Vern-
change that
I-
character up at all either. It was that one character, and he fucking
Yes.
Hey, when you
stuck
find
it
gold,
out.
when you find
gold.
gold, baby, you stick with it. And you look, hey,
He did that, dude. He did commercials as Ernest.
Oh yeah,
He had TV shows. He did like, guess he'd be like introducing the Super Bowl and shit as Ernest.
Is it
Well,
fair,
we're
is it
deep.
fair
It
to
was-
say you're like the biggest Ernest fan in the room right now?
I
wouldn't do
Like is it literally like Wally and I are on this side, and like we're like and like you and Steve
Have
are
you
like
ever
Ernest
seen
fans?
anything else that Jim Varney was in? Jim Varney was
He was in the Beverly Hillbillies.
yeah, but he was a gifted actor. Like he was theater and all that, you know.
Juilliard trained.
Yes,
You could
was.
tell how
He
fucking goofy that shit is.
He didn't speak like Ernest at all.
No,
And
he was very well spoken. He was a very good, like, nice dude.
He always
and-
gotta smoke like this. He's like, anyways, let me tell you kids
He was
something
like-
about take us.
He was like the Mick Foley of that
okay.
shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He
I
found
know what you mean, Vern.
his niche doing the redneck shit. He's like, well, I guess I'm
it's
fucking redneck now.
caricatures, pretty much. He just fucking. It's one guy. He sold it. He's a fucking doofus, but a sweet soul.
I think that's that's why it kept going.
resonates.
Was because and it resonates because he could be the
Yeah.
dumbest guy doing the dumbest things, but he still had the best heart. And
Stay,
he just
stay fucking true, baby.
that's what I'm saying, right? So at
Don't
the end of
be
the day,
her.
at the end of
Yeah.
the day, he was there helping out everybody.
It's like a
he's
Joe Dirt character. How many
Kind
more
of.
of these are there? Well, there's
was-
a bunch of them if you think about
He
it.
was the OG Joe Dirt.
Like just fucking dipshit
putting E on the end.
sweethearts. Dipshit sweethearts.
There's a lot.
I can't
That's
wait
a
till
great
you get
band
to
name,
the, to the
Dipshit
starring
Sweethearts.
of this like starring cast because it's gonna be like starring Jim Varney and
He's reading
Who
your
the
shit,
fuck?
Steve. He's reading your shit, Steve.
Don't be reading the notes.
no, I've podcasted before.
No,
bro, I know.
Dude,
I just watched
there's
him do
actually
it.
a
Don't
pretty
let
good
him fucking
star.
lie.
This movie has a pretty good star with the woman that's in the house.
But we'll get to it.
Yeah, she's like an OG, like legit.
Really?
When I say the name, everybody's gonna go, "Oh!" But we're not there yet. First, where to watch this? If you want to watch it, you got to pay for it. Unless you got it on VHS,
Steve's Plex.
MyPlex, Laserdisc, fucking DVD. Because
I said laser disc.
Look, I'm gonna give me a Laserdisc player.
Look, we should start a side band. It's called Laser Disc.
Hey, you want to get a laser disc? I'll rent you, or I'll let you borrow the $4 it costs.
I'm here for it. It's gonna look so bad, but so good.
Blu-ray? Anyone got a Blu-ray player still? That might be hanging
mean,
in someone's attic somewhere.
PS3, PS4,
PS4.
PS5
Yeah,
is a
Okay, I guess
Blu-ray
that
player.
counts. I guess it counts.
DVD player is what you're trying to
DVD.
say.
No.
Yeah.
I was saying Blu-ray because that shit's all. It's been gone for a while. Yeah, no one has Blu-ray players set up. You have a PlayStation
No,
that's
no.
inherently a Blu-ray player,
So
but
I-
no
oh,
one has a
He's
fucking
gonna
Blu-ray
you're
player.
gonna get me off on a little tangent here.
No, let's go, Steve.
Let's go. Blu-ray is actually coming back because all the streaming services are going up in price, and you're getting a better picture with Blu-ray in HD or what? Sorry, what's the new fucking Blu-ray where it's like
4K.
It's 4K, but it's not called
8K,
that.
baby.
yeah.
It's whatever UHD or whatever it is on there,
Yeah.
so you can buy those, and PS5 can play those. So a lot of people are buying those, and like I said, the Blu-ray disc thing is coming back because people, number one,
You want to
Hey,
take money bets on this?
So
oh,
wait,
yeah, hell
are,
yeah.
Are you
I don't think
saying,
Blu-ray-
Are
I
you
don't
saying
think
people
physical
are
discs are
paying?
coming
People are like actually paying good money for Blu-rays now. Like it's like you can get like $10 for them or whatever.
Well, if you go to Best Buy or Target, they're still
Oh,
selling
here
them, and
comes
they're
fucking
five
frugal
to
Franny
20
over
bucks.
here. I sell it.
It's
So
funny 'cause
obviously-
he
hold
doesn't pay for any of this shit.
So
He's a
obviously,
fucking pirate.
I got tons
Garrett
of that
makes
shit in
them.
my house.
so obviously, if you go to the store, a new release Blu-ray is still going to be 15 to 25, depending on what
Right.
movie it is and if it comes with an additional disc with bonus features, even though they can cram it on the same disc. So that's that. But what I'm trying to say is, like Netflix right now just announced today that because of the writer's strike, when it comes back, they're upping the price of Netflix again. So all these places.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. So Netflix right now, if you want the 4K whatever, it's like what $24 a month.
Are you serious, Clark?
I am
I
serious.
think
hard.
I'm
way
kinda
too
over
many people are in
Netflix.
bed with these streaming services.
Oh,
way,
yeah.
Well,
way
and
too many. I don't think it's going to happen. Not only
Just
that,
like the
because
music
if you do the
industry
math,
to Spotify, but we ain't
Oh
got
yeah.
to go down
We
that.
not gonna go down.
if 3 movies a month,
That's a whole nother podcast.
you buying 3 Blu-rays a month, $75. Got make it fucking $67, $65. You're still fucking out a shit ton of fucking money, as opposed to a streaming service for tangible copies.
Well, hold on.
But
the thing
They
is,
make it to where it's the cheapest thing for you to do. You have
A
no
lot
other
of
option. It's like
Blu-rays.
Walmart. Yeah.
A lot of Blu-rays also
Blu-rays.
require for the extra features. There's also paywalls on Blues.
some.
Isn't that
for
fucking
sure.
wild?
Get
I
the
hate it.
fuck out.
Yeah, I swear
It
to
was
God.
like BD Live or something. You had to be
Yeah,
on the internet,
hey,
and then it'd
hey.
give you extra stuff.
Did you
And
see?
I don't bring character to the DVD content.
That's what we should have fucking done.
You guys haven't done Tropic Thunder yet?
No,
that
they've
was
done
our
it, but we're gonna do it
second
again.
episode we ever
Oh.
did. Wally wasn't on the podcast at that time, so
Not yet. It needs to happen.
Sure.
You got a cell phone? I'm head to toe legitimate, man. I don't got a cell phone on me.
Part due. Part due.
Or the redo.
Redo.
Oh.
It's red like a Julian's house. Give me that map.
You got any tips?
Fuck you.
You got any tips?
Hey, tips?
You got any tips?
So I
Fuck
really,
you.
I
Give
really
me
think
goddamn map.
I love when he fucking pops the energy drinks. He's like,
I
hey
think
man,
that-
look over here. Don't look.
I think this
Team
movie's
Bojack.
definitely got a big theme about like vegetables, and I realized that I didn't like Brussels
on,
sprouts.
hold on.
Wait, what?
He's not
What?
wrong.
So-
hold on, think about it.
Kind of.
Which
Yeah,
is-
yeah. He's
with the
not.
Brussels
gold-
sprouts.
Goals
Yes.
and shit where they were growing.
Yeah.
The trolls, the trolls were coming off the tree, and I never liked Brussels sprouts as a kid. And I think it might have been this movie. I'm
Healthy
pretty sure.
milk drinking. You have vitamin D.
I
man.
think whoever did the troll costumes was very
Amazing.
reminiscent
Very
of
miak.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh yeah.
Just me. It was like the gothic version of that.
I feel like they went B movie esque on a lot of this shit.
So, in Steve's fun facts of the week, which we will get to a little bit later, you might have touched on something there.
He touches on a lot of things.
He touches a lot of things over here.
Greg, how
But
many things you
tune in
touching on?
later.
Hey, yeah. What are you touching on, Barrick?
There's 4 dicks at this table. I only touched one of them.
I ain't allowed 500 yards from
All
the Chuck E.
right.
Cheese.
All right, 3.
They fucking
Play cards right.
Nose
Man,
goes.
I've been kicked out of a Dave and Buster's 1 or 2 times.
David, more like
David molested.
David busted nut.
Oh,
3.
Cut that out.
Anyways, beyond where you got to pay
post-
for it.
the candy's not the only thing that's sticky.
Sorry, Steve.
No, it's fine. We good.
My man covered in Bavarian meat.
Hey, bring that ass over
There's
here,
that scene
book of
where
lips.
I was like, the adult me when he's like covered in like miak, I was like, that doesn't look right. You could take a clip from that. Urkel's just covered in semen. Come on,
Come on, guys.
just put some AI imagery in there.
That's what we're gonna call
Mixing Ernest
semen
Bukkake.
from now on. Is Bavarian miak.
Ernest,
man.
Ernest goes Bukkake.
man's got some. Oh my god.
I was
man's got
unload some Bavarian miak on this chick the other. Oh god.
Oh, geez.
All right, let him get to the facts before
I
we go.
unloaded the hose of the Bavarian meat. So, anyways, if you do want to watch this on any streaming service and pay for it, you can watch it on YouTube, Google Play, Apple TV, Vudu, and Amazon. I believe it's like $3.99.
$3.99 is what I paid. Yeah, on Amazon. Jeff Bezos.
Don't you just fucking clinky to Bezos?
I also paid for it on Amazon. I digress.
This is written by John Cherry and Coke Sam's.
Old Coke what the different house goes together.
That is a nickname that he was given because the first word he ever spoke was Coke.
I thought it was gonna be something else.
Fun fact.
And he likes the old.
his brother was Meth Sam.
What was his name?
Meth Sam's.
Jesus.
Meth Sam's. He was really fast at track in school.
Oh man.
Directed by.
Barbiturate Barrack.
Oh my god. This is directed by John Cherry. He's directed every other Ernest movie.
So he knows
consistent.
talent when he sees it. 'cause
Oh yeah.
he's telling
He's
them.
like, I'm in for the long run. Wherever you're at, I got you.
Here's what I envision. The same movie 9 fucking times.
different
but-
formats. Christmas.
We
Halloween.
change where we're going.
Did he do a Thanksgiving one?
No, but they went to Africa, and that's when they stopped.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Ernest goes blackface.
Yep. Actually, so there's a scene in this.
Seriously?
He goes brown face.
Wow.
What's the difference?
In this one or in the
In
other?
this one.
What's the difference?
So in the scene where he's
What's
in
the
the where
difference? What's the difference between brown face and black face?
I guess a couple of hues of paint from the
Is
Hobby
one
Lobby.
is one not joking and one?
I'm trying
I
to
have a
think.
problem
Yeah,
with
yeah,
this.
yeah. I'm trying to think. Is there a difference?
Wait, what
Hey,
part of the movie
hey,
now? Though I'm
hey.
curious.
Maybe it was mud.
Or the Miak?
It was
It's racist.
The part of the movie
South
is when
Bavarian
we were just
Miak.
watching it in the garage when he's
Yeah.
jacking up the truck.
Yeah.
With the Miak.
Go ahead, good. Checking up the drum.
oh Bavaria.
And he's going through all the different characters. He does one that's like a Indian guy. And he's got brown face on.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Wait, dude, we must have gotten shit
We
because
must
I
have-
just watched it too. I didn't see
I
that.
bet you they took it out of the Amazon
Yo,
one.
can I
may have
all right,
taken it
hold
out.
on. Can I do that? Is that legal?
Dude,
No.
I think they took
I
it
mean,
out.
I can't
it's
go.
nothing's illegal, but it's frowned upon.
What if I just got dirtied
like
up and
masturbating
was
on
like,
an airplane.
I fell into a
Dude.
puddle. I mean,
Dude, I'm like 90% sure that was not in there because
I'm 100%.
because I watched that scene where like the cut scene where he's all the characters and it wasn't in there.
What if I got a little tan,
Yeah.
dirtied up my face, and like full on, like got like pistols, like right here, like
with
a
the me,
bandidos.
with the miak.
Yeah, yeah, and can I do a Latin person?
You could.
Wally likes to
Dance.
tiptoe
Tiptoe
the
the
line of racism.
The lines.
I
of
feel
racism.
I could fucking get a mustachie and I could fucking dirty my face and I think I could pull it off.
I mean,
and
you
it'd
can
be
do
fun.
whatever you want.
Dirty your face,
Yeah, yeah.
as in someone's not clean, Walter.
I'm just saying stereotypes.
There are stereotypes everywhere.
Stereotypes.
Yeah, it's stereotypes. There's Kenwood. There's
Sony.
Sony.
Yeah. Toshiba.
Toshiba is that a
Racist!
Toshiba's
He's
a
racist!
Sorry, I'm watching it back right now just to
RCA.
see.
It's a real Caucasian
Is it on
asshole.
this? Is it on this?
I'm watching it. I'm trying to see.
Isn't Toshiba that guy that
Greg,
has his
you
eyes
got-
closed all the time?
Give it another one of them premieres.
All right.
Walter D.
Maybe
over
that
there.
might be too much. Sorry. I have Asian friends. It's okay.
Ain't got no gas. He's just sorry to die. Nothing to do. I just go into Sling Blade. Nothing to do with Ernest. I'm just talking to Sling Blade. For,
gas in it.
I'm laughing at his residual racism over there.
I got Asian friends. All right.
So it's rated PG, actually.
Good at math.
I know. Was this before they had the 13 rating?
Yes.
Too? Yeah, because there's that break off like between like everything in the 80s and 90s was like all PG, and then like PG-13 was kind of like Austin Powers days, and it was like.
And it's funny
Weird.
too, right? Because there's certain movies that come out where you're like,
Huge
that
Johnson.
could be R, but it was PG.
This is definitely PG.
Oh
Like-
yeah, definitely not
Like
PG
there's-
or G.
We have talked about this before
Oh,
on a
we have.
podcast when I was like, you notice it was Spaceballs, how we were like, how all this shit get away with being PG-13, and then you had to answer for it,
Because no one
like
gave a
change
shit.
the rules or something.
It was
I
like
don't remember. I'm trying to think.
some year. It was like
while
definitely
also
year of
seeing
age,
this
I
brown
think it was a
face
little bit
happen.
more liberal back in the day.
Yeah, I gotta see this shit.
Well, no. So you got to think back in the day, most people weren't taking
Brown face.
every
seriously.
brown face, black face, whatever seriously. Actually, I think that might be it right there. Would that be brown face? No, that's
that
not
was
it.
like
I mean, he's a little dirty, and he's being he's being
a Mongolian.
a Mongolian. I mean, that's racist. He's yellow facing.
Wait, so I got to pick a fucking race that no one fucking cares about? That's the most racist. That's
That's
way
because they
more.
killed the shit out of him. Like he's being Wangus Khan over there.
Right, he is.
Yeah.
And his face is painted a little dark. So I mean,
Could we confuse it with battle dust / dirt?
Sure.
yeah, maybe. I swear there was like an Indian guy here though.
Are you thinking of Robin Williams again? Were you thinking
What
of
if I did a live action
Because
Speedy
Robin
Gonzalez?
Williams did a lot of Indian guys.
You're right.
Yeah.
I don't want to
maybe-
be a
maybe
rat or anything like that or whatever he is.
portrayed a lot of. I don't know if he did a lot of Indian guys. I don't know if Robin Williams was out there banging.
Jesus
Christ. or not.
Hey, whatever he wants to do is fine by me.
What's the
Miak?
short circuit?
Yeah. Oh, that was definitely racist.
Oh, Johnny Five.
No, the
That's Cat Stevens, right?
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh wait,
no,
That's a white dude.
The white guy's like, oh my god, Johnny Five, you son of a bitch.
Johnny number 5. I'm a white guy playing in Indian, and it's not.
It's great.
It's not good.
And
That's
he,
great.
He was visibly made up.
He was
a little
Yeah.
favoring on the chocolate.
Here's the
cube.
thing:
but-
a lot
yeah.
of people didn't know that he was a white guy. That's how well they did it. So, like, is that racist?
So I have a theory.
I mean, should you be penalized for your accents being fire as a
That's what I'm saying. Like, should you be? You're acting,
Hey,
right?
hey,
So what does
I
it
know a
matter
girl that
that
got
you're?
penalized.
Did you give her the miak?
That No, I was saying I've told you and other people on the podcast that I think the loophole is you got to play a dude disguised as a dude dressed as another dude. And I know it sounds like it's joking, but it's serious.
It's serious, yeah, right? Because you're not poking
Unless
fun
you're
at
on,
it.
on gay porn, and that's the poop hole loophole.
Playing a dude.
You know what's
Playing a
weird?
dude, like
So,
with his emotions.
so hard segue.
Hard segue.
Hard segue. So I looked up Miak, and if you Google
Brought to you by Hard Segway.
if you
you a hard miak.
if you
You hard miak it.
if you Google Miak, that's one of the first things that
Jesus.
comes up is this movie. It's like the only 4 letters. It's so weird. It was like these 4 letters come up. I looked up Bavarian Miak, which
my
is a
head
thing. It's a
looked it up.
yogurt that they
Shouldn't
put
have
on
looked it up.
pancakes. It's a type of yogurt
Oh, I
cream
see, it all makes sense now.
for pancakes or something. If you want creamy pancakes,
yeah.
if you want to put cream on your pancake, it's a Bavarian. It's actually
Anybody do their homework? Does anybody know the why he referenced it. Why he
Let's
was,
hear it.
Yeah, because it
he's a dummy.
misspelled milk. It just said M-I-K.
But where did he come from in the movie specifically?
Miak.
What was he doing? So
Miak.
my man was in the trash can, right, or the can he got crushed in.
Yeah.
She had a giant
Can opener.
can opener, which
Yes.
is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he's reading the book, and that part is like wiped out, and it said, "Am I blank?"
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I was talking
Yes. Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Right.
But if you Google
Just bringing our
Okay,
viewers
okay.
and listeners up
Sure.
to
Back
speed.
in on
yeah,
it.
back
but,
into
but
it.
if you Google Miak, the only
Splooge.
thing that comes up is like. But if you look up Miak, it's like the top searches were like the definition and then like Ernest.
Yeah,
And then
Where
you
else
need-
have you
got
heard this shit?
Nutella, peanut butter, and Bavarian Miak in their
Sean-
fucking pantry.
Yeah, Sean heard this. He's like, oh, I think I need to make some fucking Miak.
I need to make my own Miak.
I got a recipe,
Miak
baby.
waffles? I'll be back.
I got some Miak in the back.
Oh my God. Starring Ernest. Oh, Jesus. This movie is starring Jim Varney as Ernest P. Whirl, Eartha Kitt as Old Lady Hackmore.
Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt.
OG legend, dude. She was in Disney movies. She
Remember-
was-
Fun?
yeah.
Remember when I made that comment at the end of the movie when we watched it, Wally Rose? It's like, wow, her ancestors are, how old is she? Because they're like slaves. Yeah, she was born, in real life, she was born on like the cotton fields.
She was born at a very young age.
Wait. Shoot. Steve.
No, I knew it. I
So
can't say
Steve,
yes.
at the end where her family comes back,
Yeah.
from the being wooden figures.
Right. I was like, oh, wait, they look so
When was the last
Old
plantation?
schooly. plantation-y.
When was the last
It would
one?
be around here, I'll tell
We're
you
getting
that.
a little weird now. When was the
well,
last plant? No, it wouldn't be. It'd be
solidly.
further south.
What year was
Yeah,
Eartha?
yeah, but it'd be-
What year was Eartha Kitt born?
Like
All
in the
right, it's
20s.
time to do a little
In the
history
20s?
lesson,
Well,
fellas.
so
Wow.
the Revolution, the Civil War, the Revolutionary War,
Wow.
ended like mid 1800s.
Wow.
So
When was the
before that was
the underground
abolition of
race?
slavery. So it would be
Proclamation.
between 1800, beginning of 1800s to about
1888.
1850, 1860.
1885.
1886, wasn't it?
We got to go back. The Doc's alive, but he's in the old west, but he's
Yeah.
alive. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, it went right over my fucking.
Look, he
well
got it,
played,
he got
buddy.
it.
Yo,
Well
research.
fucking played.
Whoa, hold
Ho,
up.
ho, ho.
Research. I don't know if it's true. It's literally the first thing that pops up, but I'm gonna read it anyways. Research shows slaves remained on Kelowna plantation until the 1970s.
Damn.
That's
What?
messed up. That's really messed up.
Where's
Was that-
Kelowna?
Was
Let's
that
go
like,
fuck
was that
those
like
guys up.
Alabama or something?
Probably.
Probably like Alabama. Like, we just won't tell them. Hey, man, we're just not going to tell them. They don't, nobody knows. Ain't nobody got cell phones out there. There ain't no cell phone.
Yeah, tell anyone shit.
Hey, man, just don't tell them.
Don't fucking tell. We
I don't know why that was the funniest thing I've heard in a long time. Hey, man, we just won't tell them.
Just don't tell them.
How are they going to know?
Messed up
Black
rednecks.
Hold on.
Black? Hold on.
I shouldn't be saying this on
Say it.
fucking.
You're gonna have to cut 9/10
Black
of this
people
fucking
were
podcast.
enslaved
Oh,
in
it's
the
all
U.S.
in.
until recently as 1963.
Jesus Christ!
So where was this other place? You said 70s.
I, on behalf of the white delegation,
Ball
would like to
Ground
apologize.
Plantation in Redwood, Mississippi.
Redwood, Mississippi. See?
Mississippi, it makes so much sense.
Mississippi, Alabama, they're right there. They're right there. They're
Yeah,
just
there's
they're,
like-
they're kissing cousins. You know what I mean?
There's where the spots with all the
Some people remained.
the
Some people actively
sit-ins-
remained
the
because
So
they
they're
were
still-
treated well.
Oh. So like,
Martin
hey,
Luther.
I'll keep doing this
They
job.
marched, they
true.
marched all the way
Yeah,
down
but
to
you just
Alabama,
changed
Mississippi,
it.
the
Cheddar.
most racist
just like-
portions of the fucking country.
Your
That's where that shit is.
your job
I'm
title
surprised at all.
changes.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
hey.
Dude, this is fucked.
Yeah,
Now that I'm
literally.
reading this shit is fucked.
Hold on.
1970?
Hold on. Imagine the conversation of, hey, look, they passed the law. We could pay you now if you want to stay here. But it ain't going to be much.
Hold on. This fucking,
So they passed the law, you guys are free. When they passed it? About 89 years ago.
Right.
What the fuck?
But also, if you want to stay, like, here, I'll give you a nickel.
again, validity from the first 3 searches on my interwebs. Why the extraordinary story of the last slave in America has finally come to light. The guy's name is Zora Neale Hurston's Barracoon.
That's a tight ass name.
That's a sweet name.
See, Barracks.
Barracoon.
Like, what the fuck was written in the 1930s? So this was the last, I think.
Yeah, he wrote that song. I was like, ooh, Barracuda.
He probably is that guy still
I
alive?
like how we went from Ernest and then we like just touched on like
To the slave
civil
trade?
rights. We like went to like
Because Steve insinuated he went blackface.
we went all the way through. We spent like
brownface.
a solid
Into face.
10 minutes on like the civil rights movement of like
Have
Yeah.
you ever listened to this show?
yes.
Then you
He
should know.
listened to the one that he was
I
on.
listened to
That's the
myself,
only time. That's the only time.
What a nice
guys,
fan.
Hey
What a
guys,
nice
put them
fan.
up. We're never going to book a show again or run for office.
I probably shouldn't have wore this Busey shirt. So that helped me out.
But hey, it's nice and fall. It's got a pumpkin on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're
We're
gonna
in
be like
spooky
Busey's?
season.
Busey, because it's sweet and I like the taste of honey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, we have Austin Nagler as Kenny, Shay
damn it.
Astar as Elizabeth,
Damn it.
and Jonas. You ready for this? Jonas Mascaratolo as the troll.
This movie has a lot of things in common with this group of people's last
Real
fucking
talk.
names.
Real talk. Can we talk about
So he was part of the Jonas Brothers.
also full of trolls. No, can we talk about how good the troll makeup was? Because
Amazing.
Because honestly, today that would be CGI. It'd be all CGI.
Maybe,
right?
depending on the movie. If this was still
Totally.
an Ernest kind of movie with
Right.
a low budget, yeah, they would
But
do that.
that troll had to be hundreds of dollars to make back in the day. Hundreds.
Like 250.
You know how many packs of Twizzlers they had to go through to make
Can we
this?
talk about
Those
dude,
side whiskers were gross.
what
That
got
would-
me-
Oh, yeah. The little skinny dicks coming out.
Those skinny dicks.
I like what was
Yeah,
funny
little
about me. They're
alien
like,
dicks.
you know what's really scary, guys? 2 noses. If we give them 2 noses, they're gonna be really freaked out, man.
Was
Not
it
one
two?
nose.
No, it was just a
No, it was
wide
one
ass
nose. It was like a huge dick and balls nose.
Yeah, yeah.
Huge
It's like something was
dick and ball.
hanging between your nuts, but your nuts are all draped over the side.
That's what I
Eric's
want.
got
That's
it.
what I want with the when you make his nostrils, make it like a nutsack.
It's like you laying down on your back, and that's what your nuts look like.
Oh wait, look, we might get
Fucking
a
laying
show.
on your
Show
belly.
it.
Where you
Show,
are-
look at that nutsack.
Jesus Christ.
Anybody that's listening on the podcast, you
Sorry.
need to watch the YouTube channel to see the nutsack that's hanging from the tree right now.
See the nuts? Yeah, and the
Yeah, I mean,
fucking
Yeah, I
Brussels
mean-
sprouts.
Yeah, pinion
And the
Brussels.
Maybe freshly shaved. Maybe little freshly shaved testicles.
testes.
Why do you look like that? Stop looking at
Freshly
yourself.
shaved
Sean,
testicles.
take a look.
Why-
Why
why
just
gotta-
fucking
It
Look a little
stare
like,
at
like
the whole time.
al dente balls.
Yeah.
Someone left them in the crisper for too long.
That sounds like a fucking Italian porn name.
Al
Hey, we got
dente
the
balls.
Cabernet Sauvignon and the al dente testicles.
I'd watch him.
There you go.
I think that was the first audible
I
one
think it
we've
was
had in here.
good. I think it was good.
We're gonna find out. Runtime 91 minutes. Perfect.
Perfect.
That runtime was about 3
You know
seconds.
why? You know why?
That was a
Steve?
pretty solid run.
I bet you know why though, right?
Ernest.
Because most VHS tapes stopped at like 90 minutes or 100 minutes of playtime.
You said that last time, and we proved it false.
I'll prove you wrong.
Proved you wrong.
Sean just probably shit out.
Steve said, don't make me embarrass you twice, man.
Because so many movies are at that 80, 90
You're
minute mark. That was the
so
sweet spot.
I think you're
What's the max time frame on the average?
so on a.
God damn it! Now I
It
gotta do
might
this
be a
again.
Betamax thing. Honestly.
Titanic was like 110 and the
No,
110 or whatever it
oxymoron.
was. Because it was like 2.5 hours for Titanic. Because it was 2 VHSs.
Titanic's 3 hours and like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was 2 VHSs though, and the titties were in the first one.
You wore that out, didn't you?
I wore,
wore
that
the
tape
titties.
out.
Let's find out.
When
Let's
it got to
find
that
out
point,
the
it was like,
Titanic.
Jack, you know how like when you wear a VHS tape out, it would go. You'd be like,
No, it'd be like
Jack,
this,
hit me like one of your French.
I was wrong. What did I say?
It was
3 hours
like-
30. It's 3 hours 14.
Tracking.
You hit the tracking button. You're like, it's not working, man.
I'm old enough to we used to smash the AB
120
button on a
120
cable
minutes.
box to see
what?
the Spice
Was the
Channel.
standard VHS.
Yeah.
Am I the
Max.
oldest one here?
120 minutes. Was
Yeah.
that again? Oldest.
Y'all,
Yeah, you're
y'all
old.
remember
Yeah.
You're old as
cable
fuck.
boxes, or am I that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
I
No,
still-
no,
I
no.
gotta,
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I still remember rotary phones, dude. Yeah.
Bro, you remember
That was
the
your first.
Spice Channel was channel 29. That was Playboy Channel.
Well, it all
So you
depends
hit
on
that
where you
AB
were.
button on there, like, oh, that's no, it's an elbow. But
It's
I
an
thought
elbow,
it
but
was
that's a titty.
It's like fucking barely.
I remember
static.
one time as a kid, it like perfectly came in clear for like 2 minutes, and it was the craziest thing. Because if not, it was like, it was like, oh, was that
Yeah,
weird
like they
wave?
fucked up.
Yeah.
Like the dude your next door neighbor bought it, and they were like, somehow you got it too for at least 5 minutes.
Yes.
Sean,
So then
you
it
were
was like AB, and you had to like switch hands jerking it.
Sean, you had National Geographic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course you did.
Of course it did. Yeah, I had a few episodes. Got me through the hard times.
You guys want and the soft? A hilarious story.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I moved to Valley Lee, and it was like woods and shit down there. It's fucking rural.
I was Piney Point cat myself.
Yeah. So I was trudging through the woods, and I came across a fucking.
Stop. Hold on. Pause. Great word.
Dredging through the woods.
And I fucking came across a shack. Thought it was a shit shack,
Was it a Miak shack?
but there
There's
was
a
some.
Stack and Jack Miak shack.
There was some fucking.
I'll give myself that.
There's some fucking beat
Stack
off mags.
and Jack Miak
Wait,
shack.
how old were you? Wait, Wally, how old?
I was probably like 12 or 13. It was a gold mine. Literally,
It was a gold mine.
Yeah, I grabbed all those bitches. There's fucking stacks of fucking
And they were
like
crusty.
Playboys.
Here's the
and
biggest
fucking
joke. It's
shit.
actually
And
it was
that
actually
is
his
how
parents.
Wally
It was
got herpes.
It was his parents' shack.
Anyways, but I grabbed this. This story actually goes further.
It
Now that
does.
I think about it, I completely forgot. I grabbed these, take them home, put them on top of the HVAC in the basement.
I remember. I know where they
Pulling out
were.
the
Yeah, Steve knows. That they stayed there for the longest time. I actually forgot about them. And then adults, paying like fucking 10, 15 years later, I get invited to this party and it's in Valley Lee. And I'm like, oh, yeah, it's where I used to live. It's my house. I go to a party. This is like fucking
That's
15
fucking
years.
Whack.
Yeah,
know,
the party's
right?
in the basement where my room was.
Yeah.
How fucking crazy is this shit?
And Wally's like,
These porn magazines were still in the same fucking section above the HVAC.
This guy's like, well, it's like, hold on, check this out. Beep, boop, boop,
They were
beep,
having a
beep.
fucking
Raw
rave
move,
in the
check.
basement, and I grabbed them, I pull them out. I had hidden them in one of those fucking fabric zip binders. I pull that shit out, and I open it up, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
These cats still
Wally,
know.
hold
They
up.
don't know about no.
Full well it was a Lisa Frank binder. It was a Lisa Frank. You had a Lisa Frank folder.
You know
No,
what I did
there's
with
a
that?
cat.
You know what I did with it?
Rainbow staring
like-
you in the face.
it was the
put it back.
4-star Trapper Keeper.
I zipped that
Yeah,
shit
put 'em
right back.
back.
I
Just
zipped
for
it
the-
right up, and I put it right back.
a little
for the
fapper keeper.
It was a fabric keeper.
Whoever find this, make sure to treat them well.
Treat it
Fucking put it right back.
Do you think it's still there?
To whom comes to whom comes
Like it's
next?
a magical
may you come
jerk-off
for
binder.
The page,
whoever comes next.
they made a book out of it, but they binded the binding of the
Oh
book.
no.
In Miak.
Oh my god,
He just came all over. It was like a slime capsule.
that's fucking gross. That's so gross.
Anyways, not to undermine you, what you said, I just Googled this. A VHS cassette holds a maximum of about 430 meters or 1,410 feet of tape at the lowest acceptable tape thickness, giving a maximum playing time of about 4 hours.
I was giving you
So-
the average.
So then why
No, no,
why
yeah.
did
Hold
they
on,
do
hold
two
on.
tapes?
I
for
have a
tape?
theory because it was, you know how like we
Probably-
clearly see that the market is trying to fuck us.
How
now.
good it is.
Maybe
like
the quality.
quality,
The quality.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or that was the incarnation of getting you to buy more shit from the same company. We can't fit it on here.
There's
Yeah.
got to be a reason.
So why?
So it says here for
ipso facto, pay more.
NTSC and 5 hours for E300 for PAL at standby play or SP quality. So probably it comes down to quality. So the best picture probably
Yeah.
had to have a thicker tape, so it couldn't be as long.
We gotta talk to.
That's what the girls
we gotta,
tell me.
We gotta talk to the.
Does it
VHS
really
people.
bother anybody in here? I mean, I probably this side.
Sometimes it itches, but
nerdy
it's not
table,
that bad.
but
Sometimes.
Yeah.
does it bother anybody? Like you have to have like 4K, Mega Ultra, 8K. Fuck, I don't give a fuck. It
That's
doesn't.
this guy. That's this guy. This guy
You
is
do.
a
You
fucking.
do.
It
He's a
depends.
stickler for
It-
that shit.
I'm a stickler for the resolution.
It still depends what it
which
is.
I fucking can't stand because then it's in fucking 20 some odd to 30 frames per second. Every movie, everything nowadays,
yeah.
some are different. Sorry, but
sorry,
that fucking the frames per second drives me nuts.
Also, Cowboys butts.
Feet per second
I
per
saw
second.
your bumper sticker, Joe Dirt.
But no, I'm a
that
big.
shit drives me nuts.
I'm a resolution guy, so is crystal clear as you can get it. As fucking, you can get it. That's what I want.
It
Well,
doesn't,
other
to me,
than-
that doesn't matter because you're fucking still looks like you're flipping through like a thing
Yeah.
you drew as a kid. Like,
Sometimes if it's
Maybe I
too
just want to watch
good,
a still picture.
it kind of makes me nauseous.
Pause.
Like if it's too good. you're
So
like,
that
"Whoa,
is the
shit."
soap opera effect, and you can turn that off most televisions.
What?
Yeah. So you ever watch like a soap opera? Hold on. You ever watch a soap opera during the day and it has that weird like everything looks like
Yes.
it's kind of free flowing and whatever. They've put that into new televisions, and you can turn that off. It's Automotion Plus, I believe, is what it's called on most
Suck a
TVs.
fucking dick. I just
And
learned something today.
if you turn that off, boom, your TV's like,
Wow.
That's why he's the fucking decision reel, guys.
I know some things.
Subscribe.
I know Thanks. I know a lot about nothing.
Wow. That's fantastic, Steve.
Get a
I'm so
t-shirt of
glad
that
you
shit.
spent your time on that.
Well, I used to sell TVs, right? I used to work at
Oh,
Sears.
yeah.
Well, I used to sell everything.
I'm
there,
fucking
so-
smart tech. I run this bitch.
Look, I'm not saying that whenever this was when plasma was like almost on its way out and LCD was coming in and it was before LED TVs showed up, I was selling TVs and everybody that walked in was like, "Oh, I need the new LED TVs." I'm like, "No, you don't. You want plasma." And they're like, "But why? It's old technology and it's shit." I went, "Let me tell you about the MIAC, all right?" All these LCD TVs at the time were only 60 hertz. Like the highest TV you could buy that was like, I think it was like 65-inch was the biggest you could get at that point. There were 60 hertz televisions. Well, plasma could go to the same, screen
FPS?
width,
Dimensions.
but was at
Ratio.
400 hertz because plasma was a gas-filled like tank inside of it, right? So
Yeah.
everything's more fluid. So most people that are coming to watch TVs or buy from Sears that were big TVs, they're watching sports, football, whatever. Well, if you buy a 60 hertz television and you see somebody throw a football across the screen, it's going plasma. Perfect, right? So I had two side by side because I was like, look, we need to do this because this is how I'm selling TVs. Put both the highest 65-inch LCD at the time, which was like the Samsung one. It was like $3,800
Yeah.
next to this Panasonic plasma, which was $1,000 less. Every person that came in, I gave that spiel to, they went, I'll take the plasma.
So what I'm hearing, Steve, is you sold people TVs that were just useless
goddamn.
5 years later.
No, there's still. I have a plasma
premium.
right there that I've had since 2012, maybe.
It still works?
Still works. It looks better than my 4K fucking 82-inch TV upstairs.
Really?
It depends on the brand, but
Did
and
it
also
just not get as practical as fucking LED TVs?
So,
essentially,
Steve,
Yeah.
what a gas.
Thank you.
Jesus
So the
fucking
problem,
Christ.
there's two problems with plasma TVs. One, you have to have a glass panel, real glass. So it's the bigger you go, the heavier it gets.
truth.
Second, there is screen retention or what they call screen burn-in. So if you're watching a lot of Fox News and you got that ticker on the bottom,
It'll burn it.
it's going to burn into it. But they had things with the newer ones or the later ones where it would slightly shift the picture so you wouldn't see it, so it wouldn't burn in. So every once in a while, that picture would shift like a millimeter, then back a millimeter, but you wouldn't see it because it's moving so little that your eyes don't see it, but pixels see it.
Look at that.
Shit.
Look at what we've touched on. We've touched on racism and TVs.
little boys.
Little boy, we touched on.
No, what? I
the
didn't.
fuck?
TV and just
This is the most
Did you know
educational podcast you can come across about
That-
movies.
that is
At
true.
the,
Come
same,
across.
at the same time,
With
since we
me
dropping
at-
knowledge here, Michael Jackson
Go ahead.
and
do it.
Walmart both had little boys' pants half off at the same time.
I want to say one thing about this. As much as people can joke about Michael Jackson, I don't think he was a pedophile.
I don't think so either. I think he was. First of all, the jokes are hilarious.
Hilarious, and I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I think he was maybe kind of pedophile.
I think he was just fucking.
Every pedophile's probably fucked up in the head.
Well, hold on. I
It
think he
doesn't.
was.
It doesn't change the fact that you might have you have weird thoughts about underage kids.
Hold on.
Whether it's
Did
just
you
lo-
watch the?
whether
watch
it's
the
just
fucking-
loving.
Like he was looking at my butthole when I was a kid and shit. Whatever. Fucking.
Yeah.
It was on Netflix, right?
Huh?
There's been a couple
Yeah, but
weird.
those things they're
Bro.
never proven.
I mean,
That- yeah.
it's all conjecture,
Yeah.
but it's like
Some things are
It's
proven.
damning.
Inviting kids onto his little ranch. That's
Yeah, but
been
hold on.
proven.
So this is
and
what
signed.
this is how I
Get
see
the
it.
egg, man.
This is how I see it. I see it as he was the way he was brought up by his dad. His dad was the one that fucked him up, and he didn't have
Sure.
he didn't have a childhood. He didn't have
Most of
nothing.
pedophiles, including ones that have raped people, also have the same background.
Okay, so you think
Just
Michael Jackson
trying
was
to
just
throw
out
that
there
out there.
just raping dudes?
No.
Little kids,
I'm
okay.
just saying. Everyone has usually people. Look, I'm sure there's people that you just get like fucking pushed out of the
Sure.
the vagine, and they're just like, oh, terrible, like horrible fucking individuals.
Most people are made that way, though. I get what you're saying.
But other people are turned into that. Michael Jackson probably
people gonna
probably
make
is that
cancel
like because he
Wally
was a
shirts
fucking
after
horrible
this.
like his parents were terrible, fucked up childhood. You know.
What was that Chappelle
Other
show
people probably the same.
skit where he's like, "Can you describe his dick?" He's like, "It was a little. It was like it had a head,
Let me
shaft, some balls,
Let me guess.
some
Head,
pubes,
shaft.
maybe some glitter in it." Exactly.
He's like, look, I just peed on you right now. And it's
That
peed
shit
on
was
your face
digital.
in a piss.
No, I genuinely think he just wanted to fucking see kids excited, and he might have had some impure thoughts. That's it. That's as far as I go with that.
That's not a good term.
I'm
either,
not a
Wally.
fucking. It's not meant to sound good because I don't think it was good, but I don't think
Yeah.
he's like these other fucking guys that are dots on a fucking map that
Yeah.
have to come to your door and introduce yourself. It's severity levels. Look, not everyone deserves a dot.
These are impure thoughts with Wally.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Not everyone deserves a dot. They could be Indian. They could be a rapist. I mean, not everybody deserves a dot.
Oh, you got to went out said
What?
God damn.
We also got one of these here where we're just. Yeah, I will.
Did you the robot voice?
Oh, I have one.
Hit
don't
the
I?
robot voice again. Johnny Five.
It's weird. I can't. Every time I don't think about this, I got to figure out why it's only on my channel.
Wait,
I can talk like this too.
does that? Can you do robot on me?
No,
Or no?
can't figure it out. For some
That's what he
reason,
asks
it's
his
only.
girlfriend sometimes.
Give me that robot.
Domo.
A regato. Anyways,
Domo.
then she pegs him with a Nintendo controller.
with the gun,
The duck hunt gun. Ha! Pew!
Hey baby, I think we need
duck
protection.
hunt.
Can you whip
Duncan
out
and
the power
fucking-
glove? Oh God.
So Ernest was released on October 11th, 1991.
Come on, rib shot.
I want to say something
That's why
Finally
you
a
want to do
movie
this
in a
because
good time.
it was a drum reference. That's why you want to do this movie, right?
because the dog's name is
It's
Rimshot.
Rimshot.
I completely forgot about it, and we were watching it. I went, Tiffany, my wife, why didn't we not name our dog Rimshot? And she went, that's fucking stupid.
She said
What did
because
she
it
say?
sounds too much like rim job.
No, that's what Crystal
Stick your
said.
legs
Oh,
behind
that
your
was
head.
Tiffin
Have
said
someone
that.
lick your ass.
We should call him Rim
You want to name
Job.
your dog that?
Remember when I said this was an educational podcast with Greg Barrett?
Tell them what a
right.
rim job is.
Well, that's when you stick your legs behind your head and have someone lick you. Hey, man, if you was in a German Scheiser video. hey, next one, South Park movie.
Oh,
When's the
shit.
last time you saw that shit?
Oh.
When we already
digress.
reviewed it on this show, and it does not hold up as good as you think it does.
What about Team America?
Team America's talk about
so
racist.
far advanced now in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think South Park does a great job of being with the times. And so once you go back and watch something from the old time in South Park, you're like, oh.
The smartest,
because it's so
funniest part
specific
about
to the time.
that fucking movie was a part no one talks about.
What would
It's just
Brian
little,
Boitano do? What?
little tiny part where he goes, yeah, did you like the movie? Yeah, but the animation was all crappy, and then shows him walking.
Yep.
That fucking kills
That
me
was
every
funny.
single time.
I'll give you that one. I mean, the
I
movie's
do
not
Team America. I think
movie's
Team
not
America would be
terrible, but it definitely suffers from being made in that time.
God, Satan. Or Saddam. Jerk me off, Saddam.
All right, box office that week. We're going to talk about the top 10 movies that was in the theaters, and then when we get to the top 3, we're going to guess them.
Ooh, I like this. This is always a good part of this.
I'm with it.
We
How
also
many
have
Corona premieres are you in now?
2.
Old sober November.
we also have these tablets
I don't know.
that we're going to write our answers on so we don't cheat.
Love it.
So that's yours.
I love it. For the top 3 movies
Pull it out.
of
My man,
91.
keeping
Just
it,
pull it out.
keeping it
from the top.
honest.
Do we get choices?
When we get to the top 3, we're
Oh,
not there
God.
yet. Number 10, Freddy's Dead, The Final
I
Nightmare.
can't figure this pen out.
Pull it, pull it up.
Just fucking pull it out, baby.
As hard as you can. These are made for children, by the way.
I can't
These are
figure this
made
pen
for
out.
children.
I'm like, I don't understand.
Oh, my kids do have.
I dropped it. I
Yeah,
just
well, he ain't gonna, that's the thing that he's going to...
He already dropped it and lost
Watch
it.
that beer.
He already dropped it and lost it. This fucking guy.
So I want to say, every person who's gotten these on here, they've done what he just did, which is draw a dick, a flat head dick.
I've done it a few times.
Dong. Yeah, that is it. Like
I
a
drew-
hammerhead of a cock. And it's gone.
smiley face. Smiley face.
Anyways, all right, box office that week. Top 10. Number 10, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare.
How do you wipe it off?
The cock?
The cock?
Freddy's dead.
No,
What's
you
number
just
8?
locked it. There's a button
Right
on
here,
the front.
there's a trash can button at the top.
You just keep
This is
going.
so
He'll figure out
cool,
eventually,
man.
Steve.
Number 9, The Super. I'm assuming it's about like
No fucking clue, dude.
it's about a dude who's a janitor.
Could be. You know, best claymation
A
of all
master
time, the
of the
PJs.
custodial
PJs
arts.
were so good.
You remember that shit?
Oh my
The
god,
PJs,
yeah.
you remember
Remember
that
the
shit?
crackhead guy?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, actually.
He was a master of the custodial arts. He was. Or janitor, if you would be a dick about it.
Number 8, Necessary Roughness.
Go ahead.
That sounds like
Someone,
somebody
there
take
it
it.
is.
Somebody
Derek,
take
get
it.
Barrick's wedding night.
I'm like waiting. I'm like, come on,
Right,
someone got it. Fucking
right.
get us.
Necessary?
Can I do a very tiny, maybe 15, 20 second?
Go for it.
My wedding night. Kathy's gonna
Ooh,
fucking
here we
kill
go.
me,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah.
Straight
Get it.
up, baller mode. Hand to Jesus. I'm not lying, dude.
This is juicy.
We got all these gifts and gift cards and a bunch of cash.
I like
this,
cash.
This was before credit was like a super thing now.
Oh,
so we got
this
a
is
bunch
like
of cash.
96.
We laid it. I mean, it was thousands of dollars. We laid
Keep
it
going.
on the bed. Of the
I know
hotel
what's
and
going on
fucked
here.
on it.
Yes. You guys had
Dead
sex
serious.
on cash?
If you
That is such a
hold on,
great
I'm not even
move.
lying, dude.
hold on.
I
did
love
you
that.
did you total up the cash before doing?
Yes.
Are you willing to disclose the amount?
It was a couple. First of all, this was 16 years ago.
Sure. So
It was like somewhere in the 3,000 to 4,000 range.
that's more than I fucked on.
Enough to cover bed and enough to.
I fucked on a nickel one.
I didn't even know about it.
Someone's ass had to pick up a $1 bill. There's no
Oh, it
way
was-
one of your asses picked
Oh,
up a
dude,
$1 bill. on
I
accident.
fucking skipped it across her ass like a fucking rock on a lake too.
What do you
Oh,
fucking
shit.
get rolls and nickels and shit? What are you talking about?
And then honestly, she was like, "Can we just get this stuff off?" I'm like, "No, this is fucking
This is
balling."
this is the dream.
Big
right here.
Nickels and
Luda.
dollars.
You know?
How much? Hold on.
You gotta
Did it
hand
take?
someone at BJ's the next day. It's
You
all
don't have to
stuck
answer
together.
this question. You don't have to answer this question. Did it take longer to lay the money on the bed
Oh.
than it did to do the deed?
Go ahead, Barrett.
Hell no, motherfucker! I did all fucking night. Play.
All right.
Play.
Sure to get down with the good Lord. Baby, that's all I need.
That's two different songs. That's two different songs.
So speaking of number 7,
I'm sorry.
I'm
dude.
picturing,
I
I'm
just
picturing
fucking-
Wally in that. I don't know why. I'm picturing-
speaking of number 7,
Oh God.
Paradise, where he was on the bed with the money.
Yeah, with fucking two
Wow.
Benjamins stuck to his ball sack.
That could be Paradise.
I guess.
Lincoln's on
Depends
your.
where you.
Who's on
take
the
a
100?
vacation.
Hey, did you have some
Who's on the
Lincoln's?
100?
Lincoln's on your log?
I have Johnson's on my.
Washington's on your wallet.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
Maybe it's reaching.
Jackson's on my Saxon.
See, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
There's no other. You can't go anywhere.
Benjamin's on your big Benjamin dick.
Cards on my. I got dick shards bouncing off my gift card.
Benjamin's on your bing bing.
Barrick buys a bunch of fucking Amazon $5 gift cards. He just fucking chucks them on the bed.
Yeah,
Those
get
poor
it, get
people
it,
at
get it.
Suncoast Music and come all over their fucking register.
He's just trying to buy a good CD, and they're just
Holy
like,
fuck.
"Why are these sticking together?" Don't worry about it. My wallet was hot. It's fine.
Coming in hot. Sorry.
It must be that Mia
Bavarian?
of the Bavarian kind. And they're just like, "What the fuck are you?" Number 6.
Oh, my fucking God damn it.
Shattered.
Any puns from anybody? Do we got any puns for this one?
This has been like the worst top 10 I've ever seen.
This sounds
Because guess
pretty
what?
shitty.
Number 5, Deceived. I've never heard of any of these movies.
There's a lot of like.
These all sound like
Deceived
affliction
and
bands.
Shattered, Necessary
Shit.
Roughness, Paradise.
Dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Sounds like my childhood.
older.
Kind of conflicting.
Sounds like older local Southern Maryland band names.
Actually,
A lot of
Shattered, Deceived. No.
affliction T-shirts have like affliction T-shirts and like the Gunny. Where's Gunny at? Shout out Gunny. Love
I
you,
got
man.
one. Deceived Paradise. That's a good band name.
All of them. I usually am really
Sure.
down with your band names. I can't get with that one.
Number 4, Ernest Scared Stupid.
Not even the top 3.
Yeah,
Bro, it's
sure.
an
Kind of
Ernest movie.
expected it.
Is another dick? Deceived.
I've been deceived.
All right, top 3. I'm going to tell you them in no particular order. When
Okay.
you
What
guys
year
got
is
to
this again?
guess.
What year is this?
This is 1991,
91.
October 11th.
God damn.
90 fun.
So I'm going to tell you guys the top 3, no particular order. Then you got to put them in what you think the top 3 is. Now I'm going to tell you this. I have no fucking idea what these movies are.
Oh wow.
Perfect.
Ricochet, Frankie and Johnny, and The Fisher King.
I can't spell ricochet.
There's a CH and an ET in there, I think.
The Fisher King, and Frankie and Johnny.
But I don't ever spell any of these because fuck it. Steve's so excited he got to use that music.
I don't get fucking copyright strike for it either. It's so good.
Is this public domain?
What-
Because
what
it's
was
so
the-
fucking old.
Fisher King, Frankie, and Johnny. And what was the third one?
Ricochet.
Ricochet.
Bump.
All right, Wally, what do you got?
I got Ricochet, and then Frankie and Johnny is number 3. So whatever the fucking other one was number 2.
The Fisher King.
Yeah.
Sean?
I did Fisher King 1, Frankie and Johnny 2, and then 3 Ricochet.
You sound so proper.
I got number 1 is the Fish King.
Fish King. And Rick.
2 is Ricochet. And then Frank and JJ.
Well, guess what? Greg is right.
Hey! Do you know any of those movies?
Fisher King, I do.
Give you this.
Fisher King was a big deal back in the day, wasn't it?
That didn't come
It was like
out
a guy. He was like, "Hey, I'm
Didn't
out here.
come out.
I'm out here fishing. Yay, man!
I'm the king of it.
I'm out here fishing, man. There's fucking fish everywhere.
The Fisher King was
I'm walking here."
Was the movie that I just remember because I barely recognized all of them, but it was like the ones you recognized the most, like you.
The
heard,
Fisher King.
Yeah, it's on Fox. Here's
Right,
fucking
right.
Living
Sound
Color
like a
when we were
cheesy
fucking
actor.
growing
Right.
up, shit. You know.
Yeah.
I like it. Anyways, keep them tablets out. We're going to do the budget time. We're going to guess what it costs to make the movie.
In $1991,
Yeah, well, yeah.
just adjusted for inflation and
No, wait.
CPI and factors of
7.
7.
See him. Wally's already locked in.
I just fucking
We got
fucking fire. I put $3 million.
$3 million. Greg
Ooh, that's really
got
cheap.
some squiggly lines. That's another line.
Ernest scared
Scared
like a
dump-
motherfucker.
Ernest scared dumplings.
I really think I'm going to say 21 mil because that troll
21
probably
mil.
tasted
Probably
took a lot. Tasted real
I'm gonna
good.
do a modest in
The fucking booger
betweener.
lips.
A modest in betweener at 11 mil.
11 mil.
So we have what? Do you have 2, 12, and 11?
Yeah, I guess these when I'm writing these up. I guess $10 million.
Yeah.
Actual retail budget 9.6.
Hey.
Greg,
So I was closest, or do we do that? You go over, you fucking lost.
He said 10, right?
I
He
said 10, so I
yeah,
was
so he won.
Technically, I was close.
Skulls
the man. That's why you got the podcast.
Yeah.
I like
I
how
barely
you
even get a
you
smartphone in my house.
conveniently guessed. I conveniently guessed. Oh, no.
So when I did this, I went, shit. They're gonna think I'm
It's all good. I don't give a fuck.
I'm cheating. But
Show me
honestly,
your numbers.
I don't cheat. The only person I think who cheats on this is Tara.
I believe she does.
Oh, she looks that shit up, and then she's like,
Guaranteed.
if the movie's like
like, what?
25 million, she's like, 27.3. You know,
You know who definitely
She's not
doesn't
like this.
cheat
She's
on
like,
this?
What? I dropped my phone.
you don't even remember what movie you watched. Those are
Exactly. Ernest who?
scared dickless. All right.
I see Randall. I see Rand. Shout out Randall. I see him on
Randy.
here. He's like, the movie fucking suck. I don't get it.
What movie are we talking about? I don't even know.
Man, the Fisher King, man. I went fishing one time.
One of the things I liked about Randall when he was on here is he'd always pick the fucking most bro movies.
Yeah.
It was the most bro movie. Like he was like Fast and Furious, bro.
Yeah, shaving right.
Or he'd be like Marvel movies.
I was
Marvel
so.
movies.
I was
He picked,
actually excited to go
Sniper
through
and shit like that. Like whatever, good
American
movies,
Sniper.
but it's obviously it's thematic with old Randall. And his
Yeah, like, you ever laughed a day in your life, motherfucker? Goddamn.
Yeah, I watched Fast and Furious.
laughed a day in my life.
He watched himself do that.
Quarter laugh at a time.
Jesus Christ. All right.
shout
Fast
shout
Furious
out
movies
Randall.
are
family.
fucking stupid. Sorry.
Yeah, but maybe
But they're
when we were
great.
young,
Yeah,
those,
they're
the
great.
first one was good watching it when I was a
The
kid.
first one and the second, not
Second one was all right.
Too
it was
Fast and
hilarious.
Furious was all right, and then Tokyo Drift was
The
like,
one with
oh.
fucking Ejectocito, cuz.
Yeah, that was funny.
What was that guy's name? What was his
Wow.
name?
You know what? I just realized
Not Colin,
Fast and
no.
Furious is like the bro car movie of Ernest comedy. They just kept making them. Just kept going.
That's a hard line to put
Segue.
together, but you know what? I like it.
They kept it going. They're like,
Yeah, nothing says car chase like Tyrese and Ludacris.
That's what it was. Tyrese. That's what I was
Tyrese,
saying.
yeah.
real talk.
Ejectocito,
Tell me the difference between Vin Diesel and Jim Varney.
and that fucking troll.
A denim vest.
cuz. Family.
That's probably it. All right, box office time. What do we think it made in its theatric run?
I think it doubled. I'm gonna say
Fucking 13 million.
I'm gonna say
He's
I'm gonna
going
say
13,
I'm gonna say 18. I'm gonna say
18.
double money. Double or
I'm gonna
nothing.
say like 30.
30.
I think,
I think
it fucking
Ernest was hitting hard back
Number
then,
4
bro.
spot. So number 4 spot You're right. I don't know. Number 4 spot. I'm gonna still say double.
I'm gonna tell you, a lot of those number 4s are slacking, baby.
I guess 15 million.
Yeah.
It's opening weekend.
Yeah.
It made $4.4 million.
Oh yeah, that's good then. That's
good.
definitely more than I thought.
Overall, it made 14.1.
Oh, shit.
Hey,
Tell me I'm cheating.
woo! What did I say? 13?
I said 15. We're right in it. We're both right in it.
Oh, you guys did a little Eiffel Tower on the prices there.
A little Chinese finger trap.
Met in the middle there.
Steve been
Little
trying to do
pig
this.
on a
He's
roaster.
related.
Pig on a roaster.
He's related to Jim Varney. He's been trying to do the fucking Ernest movies forever.
You know what I mean, Vern?
All
Did
right.
you? Muscolzi is
Smells
French
like
for
fish in
world.
here.
Didn't you know? Tomatometer time. The
Smells
Rotten,
like fish in here.
the Rotten Tomatoes score. The Rotten Teas, critics and audience out of 100%. We're gonna guess these as well.
Oh, God.
So what do we think the critics gave it
Oh,
out of
dude.
100%, and what do we think the
Fucking-
audience gave it out of 100%?
I'm gonna go audience 15.
15. Audience 15.
Yeah, I think
Critics.
fucking critics.
Should we write it down like
Yeah, dude,
I just
down.
fire out. You guys can write down.
audience?
Dude,
and then
critics are gonna
critics?
fucking 11. Audience, I'm gonna go 21, and then I'm gonna go critics
11.
right around 10, 11. Yeah.
Okay. Sean is locked in. Nope, he put a decimal point.
Dude, do
I think the
decimals.
critics are going to be dick bags.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, they
40.
always are.
I'm going to say critics 25,
Go tell,
audience
tell the
40,
screen, Jim.
42.
42.3.
I would say critics 21, audience 38.
All right. I did critics 15%, audience 45%. It's actually critics 17%, audience 51%.
51.
I guess
Everyone's an Ernest fan,
Yeah,
man.
you're pretty close.
I was pretty close.
Pretty close.
Everyone's an Ernest
Suck a
fan.
fuck. Hey, Wally, from now on, write it down, you lazy piece of shit.
Not gonna
This is what
happen,
makes
buddy.
it fun. Look, you can do this to the camera.
To the camera.
Sorry, it's not my MO, Berg.
I just
Look.
go off the cuff.
I don't know if you know, we're in a band together, and this motherfucker
fuck
could
these guys.
telework from his couch. He would.
It's amazing. I tell her work is great.
He got a wireless system all the way from his house.
It's a sure 9 billion.
I wonder how good you can get the latency on that.
if we were
does he do
all, if we were all remotely
Start
doing
the song
gigs,
40 minutes before we play.
Right.
And we're just
Everybody's
like
remotely
showing
doing
a
gigs.
screen. With
What
just a
was
screen.
that movie with the guy from The Office? He was the fucking drummer, and they were doing it over Wi-Fi. Like they were practicing in each other's houses, and they were doing it all over the internet. And then he was drumming naked, and somebody accidentally put it on YouTube, and then they got famous because he was the naked drummer. What fucking movie is that?
Like a real movie?
Yeah. What's her face from
whip ass.
Married with Children's in it? Christina Applegate.
Oh shit,
The Rocker.
a sleeper.
Oh,
The Rocker.
not to be confused with Peg Me Bundy.
Wow.
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 Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, The Rocker.
That was
no-
good. That was
no,
fucking
no,
good.
Well, you got to know this. You got to know the rocker, the shocker, the showstopper.
I thought it was the Rockers and then
Oh, the spocker.
The
I'm
Spocker.
sorry, I missed
The Rocker, the
Spocker
Shocker,
name.
the Spocker. And
That's
then
not for the kids
Showstopper.
at home. Anyways, if you're not experienced, don't try that at home, kids.
Which one?
Live dong
All
and
of it.
prosper.
All of it. If you're not experienced, don't try that at home, kids. Rated R. Check local theaters for listings. Some assembly required.
Trademark copyright.
We encourage you to watch movies and drink with your fucking friends.
Yeah,
But
dude,
premieres,
Talk about
so you're
fisting
getting-
and Ernest saves Halloween.
Didn't save your asshole. I'll tell you that.
Speaking of assholes
work,
and,
work
and
me like a puppet.
who is our favorite movie? Who is our favorite character in this movie? Anybody can take.
It's always I mean it's got
Eartha Kitt. Eartha Kitt, dude.
Eartha Kitt?
I like Eartha Kitt.
always got to be Ernest, but I feel
Eartha
like
Kitt,
I
man.
have to find someone
Okay,
else.
let's no one pick Ernest.
Sure.
Just for
Okay.
fun.
Then
For
you're left
shits and
with
gigs.
Eartha Kitt.
Wally, you first. Let's just go around the table.
If
Keep it
no
nice and-
if I'm gonna say the two guys that are always in the Ernest movies,
God damn it.
the fucking the one's this fucking idiot dipshit,
Yeah.
and the other dude's just that fucking con man that
it's
sells
funny.
all this
This
shit.
movie, they didn't have a big role compared to like all the other Ernest movies. But
Especially the Christmas, they had a big one.
Like the camp joint. too.
yeah. So also though, this is the last movie that they're in. So all the subsequent movies after this,
They got knocked out.
they're not
drama.
in.
What happened?
Well, maybe we'll get to that in the fun facts.
Is that in your fun
wanna
fact,
gue-
Steve?
I guess. I think the older one probably fucking passed.
Could be.
He looked fat.
Oh yeah.
Well, the older one was a skinny one.
No,
Bro.
yeah,
Oh, the old guy.
I thought he
sorry.
was
Bobby.
Ernest.
Oh,
It's like
yeah. Oh,
30
you're right.
this
You're
is
right.
Like, this is like
I could
32
swear
years
he
ago.
was Ernest's older brother, like
Yeah.
in real life.
He's the guy that he
You know
could
what I'm
probably
talking-
put his lower lip over his fucking nose.
Yeah,
Remember
guys
the
that fucking
jail
don't
one?
have them teeth down there.
Yeah.
They ain't got no gas in it.
We got no gas.
Sean,
in
do
it.
it. Just Sean, do it.
Sean, who's your favorite character?
He said Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt, dude.
Bertha's Clit.
Eartha Kitt was a legend.
Bertha's
dude.
Kit.
Eartha Kitt was in what, Batman back in the day. She
Yeah.
was in Disney
Dude,
movies.
suck a fucking.
Yeah.
Eartha Kitt was in.
Yeah.
Eartha,
See, now
Eartha
it's coming
Kitt,
to you. Yep.
Eartha Kitt was in like the OG Batman series, and she was in like.
You ever
fucking
seen
Remember
the
the
Emperor's New Groove?
Emperor's New Groove?
She's a voice in that.
Oh fuck!
She's the voice in that.
Holy shit! She even like embodies the character in that fucking shit.
She's
got that
voice like this. Like she's got that.
It is all.
Yeah, she's that. Her voice. She's a legend, dude.
Billy Madison over here.
I'm gonna say no.
Sean, do it. Do it.
Hold on.
Eartha Kitt. I don't think Rimshot gives enough. That dog's acting
Yeah.
abilities. The
Hold
dog's
up.
like driving and
Dog.
shit.
Yes, the dog's driving.
Sleeper of an actor in
Wow.
this movie.
You see that? Mine right there. Rimshot. That dog fucking rules. That's my favorite character.
Yeah.
My
Yes.
fucking dude.
Shout out Rimshot, dude. Rest in peace. Rest in peace,
Rimshot.
man. Rest in peace,
Like,
dog.
you know when
You
you
don't
see
know
like
that.
like
You
dog.
don't
I
know
mean,
that.
like you've seen like Homeward Bound
don't
and
know
all that
Rimshot's
shit.
dead.
Know
Don't,
that.
don't talk to me about Homeward Bound. I'll
Rimshot
cry
would be
right
like
here.
32
Dude.
years old.
When
We're all
your
here, a
boy
bunch
gets
of grown
caught in
men
the mud.
crying.
Yeah.
No, at the end where he's like,
I didn't mean to
where's
die."
Shadow though? And like the two dogs,
we
you know,
don't
the
need to
cat
talk
and the
about this,
dog
man.
come there, and it's like, but Shadow. And then in his voice, when he calls out the fucking name.
Like,
No. When Shadow calls out the kid's name, I was like,
Suck my Michael J. Cox.
I'm gonna punch a fucking hole in this drywall because I'm Chad. That's why I'm not watching that movie again.
Wait.
Chad.
What movie? I'm sorry. What were we
Homeward
talking
Bound.
Homeward Bound.
The first one, not the second one.
Classic. Classic. Yeah.
At the end, where
Sassy was the cat.
Sassy, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
At the end where Chance comes back, then Sassy comes back, and then there's like a moment where it's like, well, where's Shadow? And then
Just
you
leave.
hear the kid like, oh my god, fucking, he's old, he must not have made it. And then you hear Shadow's voice yelling for the kid, and then he comes over the hill, and you're like, oh my god,
It's so good.
yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
good. One of the biggest payoffs.
If you ever want to see a grown man cry,
history.
that
Bro,
movie.
fucking waterworks.
Yo, dude.
Just saying.
That was a
bad.
big thing in the
It's
90s.
dogs,
I
man.
feel
What
like,
the
I feel like in the 90s they did a lot of like killing pets or like making pets do things.
Oh, no
Air
one
Bud.
That was like a thing. Air Bud. Yeah.
No, no one
Other-
wanted to kill
Hey,
dogs
AP.
back
and,
in the
and
day.
bro, I want you to look this up, Mr. Fucking Movie Man.
Mr. Movie.
I feel like it was very similar to the dog that was in The Mask.
It's the same dog.
Is it?
100% same dog.
Did you look it up?
I was like,
He's
the
been
only
in a lot
other-
of movies.
The only other dog rival
Wait,
could
ready,
have been
ready?
The Mask. It's
Was
the
it-
same
Go ahead.
fucking dog.
Same
Someone
dog.
called Wishbone yesterday, and
Bro,
I
that
was like,
dog
"Oh,
is
that's
the
close."
Denzel Washington of dogs.
Wait, dude, was
He's
that
white.
Wishbone? Is it Wish?
It's not Wishbone. It's not Wishbone. I had it.
It's not.
Is it the Target dog?
It's not.
No, Target Dog was the breed. What is
I know.
that fucking
it was
breed
a
that
French,
everyone hates?
A French pit bull.
You know what I'm talking about?
French. It's a Frenchie, isn't it? Like a French.
No, it's got
Schnauzer.
a weird fucking nose.
Anheuser-Busch fucking dog,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Oh, Spuds McKenzie.
Oh, Spuds McKenzie.
The dog's name was like Spot or Spick.
That's not the.
Wow.
Bleep that out. Bleep that out.
No,
Bleep
Bleep
it out.
A spick
Bleep it out. Oh my
appropriately
god.
is a place where you can hook your hose up to.
A
spigot.
spigot.
Yeah, a
spigot.
Not a spick. A spigot.
Not a.
See me trying to dig this out real
SPIGGOT.
quick.
Well, let me tell you here.
So, anyways, it's a
People
bull.
call it a water
So a
stick.
piece of toast is called a never mind.
It's a bull terrier, by the way.
Way off. Samsonite. Way off.
Okay, let me read this fun fact that I didn't put in, but because we're talking about the dog, I'm going to. Barkley the dog that appeared in this film as Rimshot performed all his human-like functions, such as driving a car and operating a garbage compactor with the aid of his trainer. Scenes in which the animal appeared to be in danger, such as when he was under attack from a sword-wielding troll, were achieved using harmless props and careful editing.
Oh.
An unnamed production coordinator, though, failed to contact the association and was fired for the oversight because no AHA representatives were on set during production, and all information was obtained through interviews with the dog's trainer and other members of the company. So this dog, Barkley the dog, was in a whole bunch of other movies, productions, and things like
What's
that.
AHA? Animal Housing Act or something? What is that?
Animal.
Animal
Handler Association, probably. animal
Was that like, is
handler.
that like before PETA or whatever?
So
I think
dude
PETA's
got
more
fired.
of a
We all know.
broad.
Hey, you don't know who. We all know who the fucking star is. Fucking
American
Rimshot.
Heart Association? No, that can't be it.
Yeah,
Animal Handler Association.
that's right.
That might be it. Actually.
Rimshot, and just wow, just
Like the fucking Denzel of animal actors.
What other
Actresses.
Yeah.
American
excuse
Humane
me.
Association.
what
Oh.
other honorable mentions for animals, like real animal actors?
trolls.
See, because I feel like
Trolls.
Homeward Bound was just based on the dialogue. They did,
What about Dunstan checks? You remember that shit?
What about
Dunstan checks in was
look who's
great.
talking
What about
too?
What about
Yeah,
what
that's
about
a fucking good one too.
what about Blank Check with that motherfucking chimpanzee dog?
What are you,
Blank check.
talking about,
Mr. McIntosh.
Blank Check.
Mr. McIntyre? We did
I'm
that
in your
movie.
camera.
That was-
Great movie.
I'm in your camera. Sorry, that made me cry out. Blank Check.
Blank Check is a great movie.
You know Blank Check?
I love Blank Check.
Cheers, man. Let's talk about it.
Mr.
let's
McIntosh.
talk about it.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
Let's unpack that.
What do you want to unpack from it? Because I'm a,
The
I'm a-
rapist
I'm a
lady
book-
cop that
Hold
fucking
on, hold on. This is back in the
Therapist.
'90s.
I have to rewatch that.
She went in for it and she said, "Hey, call me about 18 years, whatever." I bet you that motherfucker didn't call her.
Pussy.
yeah. I'm saying that's what
Wow.
I'm saying.
What a pussy!
It's been a while.
We had this discussion, and Tara was here, and Tara's like, she's an advocate for everything. Like,
Advocate.
yeah.
It is
And I was
gay.
like, yeah, and I remember going like, yeah, fucking planning on me, yeah. Kid,
Look,
put it
that
up, Barry.
movie. Hold on.
Put it up.
That movie was made. That movie was made for 8 to
Fired.
14-year-old kids. What kid in that, especially when I watched it, wasn't like
So fucking, it's amazing. Every bit about that. Was dope.
Oh, dude, she was a hottie.
still is. Watch that movie now and you're like, hey, what's up, girl?
Dude, there
I
was
bet
like,
you Steve would have
that-
copped a feel.
Bro, that whole section of movies when it was like geared towards us.
Amazing.
Like Camp
Perfect.
Nowhere and shit, bro.
Ooh, I was talking about Camp Nowhere yesterday. Well, look at that.
Yeah, yeah,
I want
yeah.
to say something, and I feel like this is a weird situation, but growing up, I felt like movies were made for me.
oh,
Like, think about it.
Magical.
Hold on, think about
Yes.
it. And you might be on the cusp of that because you're, what,
Yeah.
38?
Asshole. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, look at me.
Yeah.
So you're still on that cusp, but I feel like, so growing up, all the like Ace Ventura movies, Ventura. All those movies were like when we were kids. Then you got the Dumb and Dumbers. Then you got the Mask. And as we're growing up, then you get the American Pie movies. And you get all those types of movies where I was like, yo, I'm in the same grade as these people. I'm the OC, the TV show that came out. Like literally all that stuff was made for my demographic and my time. All these movies, all these TV shows. Then when I got into college, it was like, well, shit, now the American Pie guys are going to college and all this stuff. Like, I just felt like I was in the right time period for all these movies that were around.
so-
It felt like they
who's
ma-
youngest
it
here?
felt like they
You
made.
or
No,
Sean?
we're literally all the same,
Sean.
dude.
So, I
Sean's
mean,
the
we're
youngest.
within
Mara?
5 years of each other, right?
So,
assuming we-
88,
Yeah, 88.
well, what month?
He's the youngest.
September,
He's the
but
youngest.
but
Okay.
but
84.
June, July.
See what happened, and there's documentaries on this shit.
Yeah.
It's from when I was born, 84 to all of us age growing up was like the marketing gold rush. Everywhere from like the toys had to have a comic and a movie with it.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Then the meals were
Yeah,
pandered to
yeah,
us.
right.
Then the fucking movies,
the cereal,
So we
the
have
cereals,
been marketing lab rats. This is facts.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
since we've been kids. So to caveat what he was saying, all of the shit was marketed towards us.
I think
Still fuck.
no, but I feel like
That's why we still buying Nintendo shit.
Exactly.
you know what's
You know what I
weird,
mean?
and you're right. And this whole movie was funded by Big Milk, Big fucking Dairy, Big fucking Dairy, Big fucking Dairy wanted this whole
Dropping
scene.
it in.
See this?
Dropping it in.
Airmail that Miak.
They said, "Got milk." Ernest was like, "You got milk. Got milk."
That's
I
the
think
It's
chubby
all
Ninja
fucking
Turtle.
Big Dairy.
media's changed.
No,
So
but
media back
but-
then.
Steve, I feel you because it did kind of follow you around. Like when they brought out the Super Soakers,
Yeah.
dude, this scene right here with the Super
I
Soakers,
was like, I have those.
I flashed back. I
Yeah.
had that Super Soaker. I was like, dude, it just like you
Product
felt
placement.
it. Yeah,
And if you didn't, you'd be like, I fucking want that. squirt
Exactly.
gun.
Dude,
What
yeah,
was
it's
the
amazing.
what was the primary? What was the most digested form of media when it was our age? It was movies,
Milk.
and maybe
Milk.
maybe television. It's
No,
it's
it was
changed.
TV.
And
yeah.
food. And
So
food.
I
Because
feel-
remember, you used to sell movies at like McDonald's
Sure,
and shit. You used
sure,
to have
sure.
like
Bro,
Hot Wheels.
Marketing
I
Happy
still
Meals.
hold on. I still have the
Marketing
Jurassic
campaigns
Park watch from
have
Burger
went
King.
on.
There you go.
I
One of
still
the-
got the Pokemon Gold fucking
Oh,
coin
Star
thing
Wars.
in the thing from Burger
Yes,
King too,
yeah.
right?
Star
Yeah.
Wars
still
was
have-
one of the biggest,
Yeah.
and it fucking
Remember-
opened the doors for all that. But what I'm saying is,
I still have
the reason
Pepsi One
the reason
cans
movies
with Jar Jar
slapped
Binks on it.
was because the movies were made, and that was the primary form of media for us as kids.
You're right, you're right.
Movies and Disney Channel that felt so much more wholesome.
You're right.
That's not the primary source of media for kids
Well, we
nowadays.
keep
It's
them
not-
alive
yeah.
because
It's
we are
not the
still the
same.
consumer generation who bought shit, who fucking looked at CDs and opened up
You're
the
right,
book and all
yeah.
that. We're still
Yeah, and
we're the
it's-
only ones spending money on shit.
Chances are the next generation is going to be what's popular now.
I still
and
have
they're
the
gonna carry
Cinderella
that on.
mice from the Christmas ornaments.
Do you know what the
Nice.
kids from our generation, the newest
He was-
generation, they're going to remember all these YouTube people,
Yeah,
all these
how is that-
content
yeah.
creators.
Oh, you know he's right. Yeah,
So
like,
this has been the
but, like,
exchange.
Yeah, my kids are like, "Oh my god, did you hear what Tinky Sprinky did?" I'm like, "Who
before
the
that,
fuck are
the
you?"
primary digested form media was all radio and shit.
But-
Like, that's why
yeah,
the
yeah.
music was so fucking
But you
slappy
think about
back
it though.
in the day,
but,
man.
but like it was all like
Yeah.
but like a lot of our childhood was like,
Hands are holding.
Sorry.
That's exactly.
but like a lot of it was like they made
Yeah,
products
see?
for it. I feel like now it's like all like just like apps and media and like this. The consumption is like more so on like the digital
The
aspect.
new toys, kind of.
But it's not like as many toys. It's like obviously video games and like creating apps and then like having them pay for apps and stuff like that. It's like not as much like buy this Super Soaker or like buy this thing. It's like they like moved away from like products. I mean, there's still products being sold, but it's like it feels like they're not like as many toys. I feel like I don't know. Are kids playing with toys anymore, or are they just like on their
Yeah,
phones?
dude. Kids play with toys all the
But
time.
I feel like you look at a
Yeah,
3-year-old.
but you can't fuck with a phone, like,
Dude,
that's
a
the
3-year-old,
problem.
you see a 3-year-old or 3-year-olds are on iPhones now. 3-4-year-olds are just on iPhones. They're not like playing with Super Soakers or like going out and like getting
kids,
dirt.
kids
like,
are not going
climbing
outside,
trees.
dude. Kids aren't going outside.
They don't go outside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's weird. So what is their nostalgia going to be, right? Like, because let's say in 20 years they want to be like us, where they're like, oh man, let's watch Ernest Scared Stupid. I want to watch that YouTube video that I fucking watched once. Well, can you watch it still?
Yeah, there's
Right?
there's a gray area where it's like between our generation. They have all these labels. I don't understand where the labels sit where generationally, but they have people like, remember. So if you were to pick someone out that was maybe the age of 25, 26,
Randall.
some of the stuff that they might think that's old and like it might be vines
Oh, yeah.
and shit
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Shit
like
that
old
they
media.
overly digested at that point in time.
Which is
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
Yeah, Twizzlers.
Is what it is, man.
Twizzlers.
I love Twizzlers.
I still have a couple in my gut.
We
What
had
about the red vines?
Yeah,
I
still
say it to
right
this
in there.
day,
It's
and
right
it's not because I'm old, but I think we had the golden age. We had the best digestible
Well,
media.
you know what's funny is
Yeah.
everybody,
Oh, yeah.
every
Wholesome.
generation
beautiful
will say,
thing.
Thank
we
you.
had the golden age.
Thank you. Yes.
But in reality, fuck every generation before
Exactly.
us.
Exactly.
We had the best. We had the best media.
It's
We had the
between
best
us and music.
stories.
It's between us and music.
I agree with
it
that.
might have been like people back in the day,
like
that
the
just listened
Elvis,
to,
like
yeah. But maybe the intro,
Just like revolutionary
beginning of
times,
television,
you know?
maybe I don't fucking know. But that music, like that, feels like people listen to radio. Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
kicking the feet up. Yeah, like I think those are probably the two biggest
Found in
forms.
bathtubs. What?
Yeah, of wholesome, beautiful
Laughing
media.
bubbles and shit.
Now it's just overstimulated fucking shit.
Well,
was-
and it's just too much now.
we were at the
I
cusp.
put my
You just-
butthole on the internet and be famous tomorrow.
There you go. There you go.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's a beautiful butthole,
we,
Peter.
we were at the level where like
That's
it
clean while he
was
shave it off.
like as kids.
My last name. That is my last name.
Should
While
have
I
made a half
shave it off.
cow.
You're on a fucking race car bed.
Like as kids, the craziest thing was
My
like
roommates might
literally
get me a radio so I can.
the craziest
call
thing as
other
kids
race
for
cars.
us was like Mortal Kombat and like
too
blood.
good.
Remember like
Yeah, dude.
that was
So
the craziest
fucking
thing is
good.
like when we were kids. Like it's like now it's like there's Call of Duty and like people just everyone's just like dying and there's blood and guts everywhere. But it's like when we were growing up and like 10 years old, like to get Mortal Kombat.
Dude, that was a culture shock.
and
That's
it was,
raised the
like,
bar steadily.
it,
Culture
like,
shots.
it
It's
totally broke all of like the norms and everyone was
I
like
remember
shocked.
how
Yeah.
Nip
taboo
Slip,
it was.
Dave Chappelle. Like these
Yeah.
things have come out. And it's like the bar just went woo flying up, and now
Right.
people are fucking OnlyFans
Remember how-
and nip
how
slip and
much of
everything.
it-
People are just
The
buttholes
Skulls
everywhere.
we were talking
Buttholes
about
out.
this. He's not like big Mortal Kombat dude, but like game respect
enough.
game, right?
Yeah.
So I remember it was like groundbreaking when you fucking Kano ripped his fucking
Oh,
heart
fucking
out. shit.
Kali Mat. Yeah,
And
yeah.
now, like my kids are like laughing at,
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the
dude.
gruesomeness and And
That was-
me, I'm like
You're
still
desensitized. They're
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
desensitized. Yeah.
I'm still like in the 90s, like, holy fucking shit, they're bored with it.
His clavicle broken into
Yeah.
1,000 pieces.
I was
That's
watching
amazing.
Gora rip your fucking spine out of your asshole.
Right.
While playing it like a, you know,
And they're just
awesome.
like, whatever. Next.
They're like,
I love Mortal
they're like,
Kombat. Yeah.
can you show
Shot
me
clock Van
something
Damme.
like more? Like, do you have
You
something
have
like
MK1?
crazy?
I do.
Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go, buddy.
Wally buys everything. All right, so back to
It's fucking dope.
back to favorite characters of Ernest. I said Rimshot. You said
Oh, the two
you said
fucking
Eartha
guys.
Kitt.
Eartha Kitt.
What did
yeah.
you
Rim-
say?
I'm
You-
Rimshot,
we're
dude.
Rimshotting over here. So all right,
I'm sure
favorite
you guys are.
Yup.
Rib.
favorite
What noise was that? Can we sound clip
yeah.
that?
Favorite part or scene then in this movie?
Oh,
Good question.
Yeah.
Not this one.
No, fuck this one. Fuck that
Oh,
kid.
yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah, a little whiny. That
He-
fucking
He
fat
needs some
fuck.
miak.
Yeah.
So, quick
You got what you
story.
deserve, you little fat shit.
Quick story. They don't know about this, but I've told you before. But
Okay.
I've had a reoccurring nightmare about this movie since I was a kid. Like, and I have it
this
frequent.
exact movie?
Yeah. So it happens maybe it's been not as frequent recently.
Hold,
but I was,
hold on. So when did you know you were a pussy?
so,
Hold on. This is
Oh,
good.
no.
Story time.
yeah. So I'm
Story time with
I'm
Wally. I need to stop that.
I'm like my 6-year-old self
Sam.
in this stream.
Sam.
And these monsters are everywhere.
The
And
trolls.
Yeah, these trolls are fucking everywhere, and they're at my grandma's house. And your boy over here grabs those same fucking super soakers and fills it with 2%. And just starts fucking
Seriously?
going to town, saving my fucking family.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I
doesn't
like
make
that
any
dream.
sense because you need 2 hands to work that super soaker. It wasn't a one-handed super soaker. The pump is what shot it. You remember that?
I was pumping
yeah.
with
Remember?
my dick.
Testing the
pump-
mechanics.
The pump shot it, but I was just fucking going to town. Just
You can
saving
pump it with your
family members.
thighs. If you rubbed against your thighs, just
That's not-
fucking pump it.
That's not gay at all.
Pump it with my thighs. Shoot it with my dick.
What's coming out of that?
But that whole sequence,
Miak.
that whole sequence of him like running around and killing these things at the end, which is oddly too long.
Yeah, it goes on. For
It's
like 20
it's probably my
minutes.
favorite scene because it's all
So
slapsticky
maybe-
and like fucking.
Maybe this is your childhood. This is still in your brain.
I put this movie on every day before I went to swim practice because it was the exact amount of time before I had to go to swim.
So
swim
did you
practice.
pick this for
See,
today,
you
or did
didn't
Steve
even
pick
need
it?
to re-reference it. It's been a minute.
Wow.
No,
Is
no.
Steve your psychologist?
Some parts I've
Sometimes.
fucking oddly left out. Like
Steve,
Yo.
would you agree with me? Like, in your Ernest days, your Ernest watching days, it was just like
When you're Ernest
Camp
watching.
Jail Halloween. Camp Jail Halloween. Like
Honestly,
them
I
three.
watched Ernest Rides Again more than any of them, and I don't know why. And I think it was maybe because I own that on VHS, but the other ones I'd have to rent from the library.
Or Blockbuster.
oh, the old library rental.
Back in Canada, we didn't have the Blockbusters. We had Jumbo Video. Let me
Holy
tell you a
Was that
story.
literally you?
Jumbo
Fucking you
video.
would.
I'm not joking.
I'm
so
not, I believe you.
I lived there. Hold on.
Blair's down here was a huge one.
Yeah.
Blair's
You ever sneak? You
I
ever
used
try
to
to?
work at fucking. Well, it was Movie Gallery when I worked.
You ever
there.
try to do a
Changed Movie
sneak
Gallery.
peek into the back section of Blair's? You ever try to
That's
do a
right.
I
little
used
walk
to
around?
stop that bitch all the time.
Yeah, Steve's like,
Oh, the
yeah.
old squirting curtain.
All right,
That's
hold
right.
on. I got two stories. Number one, we'll go to Blair's Video Movie Gallery / Movie Gallery. So when I worked there, they had a back room, right? And there was a video camera in there. I've said this before on the podcast. You guys haven't heard it. So there was a video camera in that room just in case people want to be like, we had to. Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, the little Miak incident.
So
Stop peeling and one off.
there was a one-way microphone into that room, so we couldn't hear
yes.
them, but they could hear us, right? Like we could be like, "Stop fucking around" or something, right?
Stop playing with your dinghy.
So one day this guy's in there and he goes in the back room
Had to be the
and
best part of the job.
it was
Yeah,
pretty
fucking
good.
people.
It was pretty good. The best part of the job was just taking any movie you wanted.
Touche.
Okay. But that was probably second. But so one time I remember where I was working with this one girl and normally like somebody goes in the back room, you're like, all right, what are they going to get? Whatever, or what's happening. Well, this guy's in there for a while. And we were like, it was one of those, I think so every Tuesday, I think it was, you had to move the wall, which sucked because when a new release came out or, how many new releases came out on Tuesdays, you have to move the entirety of the store wall,
Move that wall.
right? Because you had
This
to
is
put
Leonardtown, right? The
God,
Leonardtown
the one in
one?
Leonardtown.
Pain in the fucking
Oh, dude, it was
ass,
terrible. Anyway, so we noticed like the dude was in there for like 20 minutes, and we're like,
Oh, wow.
he didn't come out. So we went because you had to be at the front desk to see the video. So I go to the front desk, and the guy, he's not doing anything. He's literally just looking at something, looking at it, puts it back, walks over to the next one, looks at it, puts it back, whatever. So I'm like, this guy's been in, and it's like 3:00 Tuesday, right? Like
You ain't got nothing to fucking do.
right.
Oh, he had a hankering.
So I hit,
Spankering.
so I hit the old thing, and I go, "You don't want that one."
Oh,
And that
God.
guy literally went, "The fuck."
God.
And just
God.
literally like stopped, looked around, and then kept going for a second, right? And I'm like, we'll let him go. We'll let him
Dude,
go.
did you get fired for this shit?
No one found out. Let him go for another bit, but this time he was being quicker. Like he was like, no, okay, no. And I was like, no, you want that one. And he literally puts it down, walks out of the store.
Oh, dude.
It was honestly like the funniest thing I've ever seen. But he looked like just a normal dude, probably like 30s, 40s or whatever. Never saw him again.
Why do you have to spend so much time?
Look,
You got to pick out a
Dude,
good
all right,
one,
all right,
man.
Hold on. Let's identify the porn personalities in the room. I just thought about this game. I've never thought this guy.
No,
Sean,
no, why did you call
Steviest
me out?
motherfucker
No.
in the room, right there.
No.
Sean has to
No.
have the most perfect
No.
paid for porn.
He's
There's
like,
no
I
way
look
he
for
doesn't.
45 minutes.
There's
before I
no,
even
there's,
touch
yeah,
the
yeah,
D.
yeah. He has subscriptions.
I don't have any subscriptions. No
Don't you lie.
subscriptions.
Don't you
No,
fucking
This
lie to
is not. I don't know who's watching this. I have never seen any adult entertainment in my life. I don't even know what a titty looks like.
Sean's like,
I have no idea.
I've ever paid for anything in my life.
You're doing PayPal, man. You don't fucking
Better
go
send to that
on
card, Barrick. They're gonna take your number off there and everything.
Oh, Jesus.
Was it on the back?
Yeah.
Here's the
No,
back
I'm
of
just
it.
fucking.
I see CV is suck my dick.
Yeah.
See this D.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like Wally, you're into
Go ahead.
like feet,
Funtari?
PP, feet, and you like the hentai, the animated boobies,
Oh yeah. Jesus Christ.
the tentacle porn.
My whole face looked like a
Shitty
tomato.
sushi.
Oh my god.
Steve, you look like you fucking into the really dark
What do you mean
stuff.
by dark?
I don't mean dark as in like
People are getting like hung up
Maple
upside
leaf.
and
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
punched in the face. No,
yeah,
no,
that kind of shit. Yeah.
No, no.
Steve's in that fucking
Like the
dark,
metal,
dark
like the metal one, where
Canadian
she,
coons.
like she's like getting like yeah.
shit. And Bear,
No.
There's like a bunch of like whips,
lightest.
like the whips and chains and stuff like that.
He watches like a Lifetime movie. That's his
Yeah.
pornographic
Look,
stuff.
I like the soft core where like they don't
know.
show. I like the story.
No,
I like
he
to
re-
see him shake hands
you,
first.
you read them. Bear reads them.
They gotta
steamy
get married
books.
first.
Those steamy books.
Oh my god, where the guy has the flowing hair on the cover.
Seal. the barefoot bad boy.
Oh my god.
His feet are so barren. So fucking bad.
But he means
Well, I
well.
like a nice, tasteful, you know.
I've got to piss. I've got to piss so bad. I got to excuse myself. I have to piss so bad. I'm not even kidding.
You can't. You're not allowed to leave, dude.
I have to
I'm
piss.
so good. He's like, I'm gonna piss my
I'll be
pants.
right back. That's why you couldn't hear it. That's why.
I have the abrasion on your palm.
The urine stain on your pants signifies you're a busy man. Far too busy for the follow-up jiggle.
Follow-up jiggle. Have you done
Question.
that? Have you done that yet?
Hold on.
Have you done Ace
Yeah,
Ventura?
This is important.
Which movie do you guys like better? Ace Ventura 1 or Ace Ventura When Nature Calls?
Ooh, I think
Like,
two.
pick your favorite
I
kid,
think
right?
I still think two is better because I just like all of the pageantry. I like the fact that there's like the multiple animals, the setting, like the opening scene where he's like I become one with the universe, and like I love two. I think two is it for me.
This took you 80 years to achieve.
Yeah, it took you 80 years.
to achieve.
I got it in a Cracker Jack box.
Right.
Yeah.
Die, devil bird.
Yeah. I love.
Probably in a big pile of
I think I like.
That's that, dude. That's a hard.
He's like, I am one with the universe. He starts dancing. He's like,
Kind of hot in these rhinos.
I say that every fucking show.
He does.
two is your favorite. That line alone carries two, dude. That is one of those cases like
Well, he found Captain Wakey in the first one.
like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Tone
the
Loc brushing his
second
tongue.
one's better than the first one,
It is, but it's not.
but it's not. Corey
So the
State-
first movie is way better, but Secret of the Ooze is the best movie they've ever made.
Okay.
I think they're very similar in the fact. I hope you're recording all this.
Oh, this is we haven't
Awesome.
stopped.
I think they're similar in the fact that the first one was like the serious one,
Yeah.
and it was great, and then the second one was like the fuck. We got to make this a lot more lighthearted.
You're right.
Literally,
it was,
both
it was
of them.
it was a little dark because
The
it was like,
first
yeah,
one
thing
was
at the beginning,
the
the
first
wrecking.
Ace Ventura is like murder mystery.
yeah.
I got you, little guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, let's make this a little bit more like exciting.
Hungry
And the
little
best
fella.
part is fucking
Fun.
What are you gonna do?
They figured
Read
out
me
what
my
they were
rights.
doing with the first one, and they fine tuned it for the second one. Is what happened.
They got better writers.
Gun is digging into my hip. You have
You
any
know
more
what's
of that gum, Steve?
You know what's awesome is if
Bavarian
you look
Miak.
on the Miak, if you look on the desk of Lieutenant Einhorn, there's a banana and 2 oranges
Shut the fuck up.
It is 100%.
sitting like, yep,
Really?
yep.
That's called.
Oh.
That's called.
Let me ask you a question.
It's called
Little Easter egg.
foreshadow or foreskinning.
All right, so favorite scenes we were
I was
on.
struggling. That's a half tank.
That's a half tink.
Half taint.
We're talking about favorite scenes. I'll
Yeah.
go. My favorite scene is when Ernest reverses the truck into the fucking troll. It's hilarious, but it's not Ernest. It's Rimshot driving.
Yeah.
That's
literally-
that's one of the ones singed into my brain.
Cracks it into reverse and just duffs that fucking troll right in the face.
So there should be a spot of oil on the ground or something.
Yeah, it's hilarious, and that's where he says the booger lips line.
Come and get me booger lips.
Right.
Come on, give me booger lips.
God damn it, shot. It's pretty good.
I can do a smoker's voice. It's real fine.
I think
Barney.
Come on, booger,
I think
booger
that
lips.
anytime he goes into the multiple character bit,
Yeah,
that's like my favorite.
that is funny.
He's like, hairspray will solve anything. He's like, young man.
Young man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna need some milk from your mother.
Yeah, my favorite
And Caesar.
Jim Varney character is the old lady with the fucking neck brace.
Everybody. Yes.
My car is overheating as
Yeah.
we speak.
I remember watching like TNN back in the day, and he would be on commercials, like you said earlier, and it was just him doing that character, but selling like brake pads or some shit.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious.
Like TNT and TBS and shit. He was almost like a VJ
Yeah,
doing it. Like
Just
it was like
ran-
him and Pauly Shore.
Polly
You
Shore.
don't know you can't afford
Like,
it.
Yeah.
those-
fucking
those
Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
cultures of the
Yeah.
bro. We got to do some Pauly Shore movies too.
Biodome. I'm here.
And he farts and he's
Biodome.
like, there you go.
Let me know.
He's like,
I'm here. You can text my gig
Doritos,
hardcore
Cheetos.
crusty.
peanut butter and jelly.
We did Encino Man, and Tara absolutely hated that movie. And I was like, "What the
What's-
fuck is wrong with you?"
What's the
Wow.
Pauly Shore movie where he's like he joins the military, he's like a water guy?
In the Army now.
In the Army
yeah,
now.
yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I haven't seen
Wow.
that in
So
a minute.
favorite
Me
scene.
and my kids
wait, so
quote that all the time.
favorite scene
Saying,
was
"Get your boy because he's bugging."
favorite
Oh, that's
scene
what
from
David Allen Greer.
Oh,
Troll
shit.
getting
he
smoked.
covered him.
Yeah.
Greg.
What?
Favorite scene.
Oh,
Oh,
I
he
said
was
it.
saying all the characters coming together.
Oh. Okay.
Every time the characters are like,
Was that a cop out scene?
No.
I mean, not really.
No.
I'm okay with that. What'd you draw?
I'll go.
I mean,
go
I
with-
get what you're doing.
I'll say favorite scene.
say what it's saying.
I'm gonna say the can opener scene where she's literally she's opening up. It's like the only part of the movie where it's like just completely ridiculous. It's like, why do you have like
there's
this
a few
huge
of
can
them.
opener? And it's also like an old school can opener, which you have to know what that looks like.
Right.
Which it took me a second. I was like, wait a minute, that's an old school
Can
can opener.
And they
like,
treated it
not
so
even the
serious.
crank top
Yeah.
one.
And then
she's like, Ernest, I'm gonna get you out of here.
But also,
It's like,
she
yeah.
didn't get him out.
Yeah.
They don't even
Yeah,
show.
and
Like
he
he
just goes
finds
rolling
the two fucking pages that are milked
and then he rolls
together,
down the stairs.
and
Yeah.
then that's yeah.
Yeah.
See, there's so many stupid comedy sticks, the running in the circle
So
things.
that's probably my favorite.
Any,
But Eartha Kitt once again.
Eartha Kitt.
I have a thing for Eartha Kitt. I like
yeah.
her. She's great.
Any what the fuck moments for you guys in this movie? Any point where you're like,
fucking whole movie.
Home, yeah.
90% of this.
Whole fucking movie.
but in a good way, right? Like the whole movie is what the fuck, but you're just like you're in for the ride.
I think it hits you right out the gate when he gets caught in the fucking trash compactor and he opens it and his fucking leg is like, "Ugh."
yeah. That's
Yeah.
funny.
I was like, okay, I know what's happening now.
Well, when the kids are like, I don't know how to
Throwing pizzas, perfectly
phrase-
good pizzas.
Yeah, and they're like, all right,
Shitty
Steve,
pizza.
prepare to movie high five me.
Okay.
So when they're like, yeah, we just got him with extra cheese. Like that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what the
100%.
fuck? Like this, like painfully
I think
It's perfect.
Battery sold separately.
so. For me, the I guess whatever the what the fuck movie part of it was probably when he dances with the troll at the ending, and I was like, I kind of actually liked it, but also was like, what the fuck? And then like he gives like this like big snotty kiss, and I was just like, what is this? I don't
It's
know.
hilarious.
It's hilarious, but also it's like
Kiss me
it's
on
like
the lips.
They made this whole weird
Booger lips,
full
booger
circle
lips.
thing. It's like the heart of a child.
Right.
And unconditional love. He's like, I've gotta love this thing. He's like, come here, you big son of a beautiful. And
Maybe this is, you know how movies, it's always on the, like, it's never really on the nose, like why the movies, what the whole general underlying theme of the movie is.
Right.
Maybe this one is just so fucking deep because he is so retarded that we have to love him anyways.
I think that's the whole Ernest shtick,
You
right?
think that's what it is?
Ernest is saying he would
Yeah,
bang.
because he gets
Ernest
treated
says-
like shit the whole fucking movie.
No,
Yeah.
Every movie.
That fucking cop. Let's talk
But
about
you don't
the
think
cop.
about it. You don't think about
the
it at all.
moral,
His
the
mayor,
moral
the
is
cop.
that- the moral is that Ernest would bang really ugly chicks, like just like
What?
twos. Ernest would get out there and like any twos or threes he'd see out there, he would just get after him. He's out there troll hunting. He's out there
Until he
troll
What
hunting.
the fuck?
Till he was Jed
like-
Clampett.
Yeah.
And he was banging all the hot hose in the cement pond.
In the cement
And like,
pound.
if you've got warts on your face, you've got and you're like 400 or 500 pounds, and you can't get out. He's gonna go
Why are
out
you
there,
looking at me when
He's
you
gonna love. He's gonna love.
Stare right at him.
He's gonna love you.
Fuck.
He's gonna love you.
I mean, I know I'm chunky, but my
I think what I was
complexion
trying to
is
say,
killer.
Two hoots.
what I was trying to say is this movie didn't really tell you what it's about, like the reason it's happening
You're right.
the whole time. It's
It's
kind of
big fucking milk. It's big milk,
Well,
dude.
the ending it pays off. It's like, oh, you just gotta love something because it's ugly, and it's like that's it's supposed to be the theme of the movie. You're like, wait, hold on,
That's why I love you, you son of a bitch.
fucking bitch, the best setup of all time.
Goddamn.
You gotta love something because it's ugly. That setup
I'm gonna
was
be
so
you.
good.
Waiting for this
That
moment.
setup was so good. You can't.
Yes.
You walked right in that shit like it was a
Yes.
fucking elevator. Okay, you're like doors open. I'm like, hello.
Can we talk about how the cop, the kid's dad is like the worst fucking cop ever? He's like, stop, take care of it, son.
At the
Kill him,
end?
Ernest.
Right,
You ain't doing
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
that
dude.
genre.
Fucking shit.
This is the genre where the kids were more responsible than the adults. It was that whole
Yeah.
90s thing
He
where
goes,
the kids are like,
"Go
the
get him,
kids,
son."
the kids know best, and the kids know how to like
Dad is
kill
a
the bad
troll.
guy.
He's
Dad's a
in the
troll.
fucking
yeah.
trash
and the adult's
compactor.
like, oh, I'm just a stupid adult. I don't know.
I think you got to rewind it back,
Yeah.
but at the end, I think he celebrates before he realizes that his kids are back.
Yes, he
I'm pretty
does,
sure they
yeah.
celebrate. He's like, "Oh yeah, they killed the fucking trolls."
But his kid's still
and
coming
he's
back from
and
the
his
tree.
kid's still fucking dead.
And Earthworm
Wood
Jim
Duck.
or whatever her fucking name is, she's like, it's not over. It's not over.
yeah,
remember?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
What's
saying.
her name?
Eartha
fucking
Kitt.
what,
Eartha
what,
Kitt.
Eartha Kid.
what a cock.
Earthworm Jim, Eartha Kid. All right. I'm okay with that.
I
Sleeper of an SNES video game, by the way.
You're right.
fucking kill
It was
man.
better
good.
though on Sega
That was
because of the 32-bit.
yes.
Anyways, I want to say something because my fucking shit fucked up. I can't do the Steve's Fun Fact of the Week video on top of this, so I'm going to put it in later. But anyways, right here, it's going to be Fun Facts of the fucking Week. I mean, I
Oh,
could do,
this is the fire edit. That
I could
was
do
not in
this. The Fun Facts of the fucking
here.
Week.
You got the sound back?
I got one. I got it. I've always had it on here,
I like
but
that.
I don't have the video. I'll put it in post.
That track's sick,
Do
dude.
it in post.
Do it in post.
This dude goes, the fun facts on a fucking week.
I put this fun fact in just
He's
for Greg
hitting up
over
booze
here.
now.
You ready?
I'm listening.
The pizzas seen being thrown at the bullies who try to attack the kids' treehouse are reused props from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2:
Shut
The
the
Secret
fuck
of the
up.
Ooze.
Wow.
Both movies had the same prop master, a Doug White.
Doug White.
Gotta love that white Doug.
Here's another one that's just for Greg as well. The Chiodo brothers are credited with special effects for the film, who also made Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Some of the trolls in the finale were repurposed clowns from the movie. Also, the same spinning clown death effect was used for the trolls' deaths. You fucking nailed that on the head. I don't know where you came up with that. Where you're like, "Oh, it's Killer Clowns from Outer Space."
They look
Motherfucker.
like 'em. That's-
They're the same.
I just, look,
Isn't there a reference? Don't they reference this in the movie somewhere?
No.
no.
They're like, quit clowning around. No, they don't say that.
All I
might
can
have
think
a
about
reference.
is
Maybe we were talking.
They
about
look.
it.
They fucking look like them.
it's the
It's creepy as
the
shit.
the like triangle.
Greg, you had a
Yeah.
weird. You just connected those dots out of nowhere, man.
I mean,
Very
bro,
autistically,
Do
too.
you even fucking decision reel, bro?
Wow.
Look, I'm not. I'm autistic, but with a country accent.
Yeah.
I like to draw things.
Son of a bitch.
Debate.
Nice.
This is the
It's a
fourth.
spigot.
It's a spigot, not a monkey.
I've never
On a
hooked
deck?
my hose up to
What's
a
a
Latino.
monkey on a deck?
I'm never hooking my hose up to a Latino again. Sean's
So
like,
we
my
are getting
job's in
canceled.
question.
That joke was wet.
on a back?
Oh no.
Steven, cut that. Cut that. Cut that out.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. All I said was. Notice my mouth didn't move.
Yeah, you should probably edit yourself, dog. Edit your soul.
No one listens to this.
Audit your soul, dog.
This is the fourth and final Ernest film to be released under the Disney label, Touchstone Pictures. This
Why wasn't it on the Disney Channel?
The Ernest team initially signed a 3-picture deal with Disney after the success of Ernest Saves Christmas. The deal was extended for 3 films to 6. However, Ernest Scared Stupid performed below expectations, causing Disney to prematurely end the contract. The next Ernest film, Ernest Rides Again in 1993, was distributed independently, was a box office bomb, and was the final Ernest film to be released theatrically.
Wow.
Subsequent Ernest films were made for straight-to-video market.
Straight to video.
I'm today years old when I found out that Christmas was the first one.
I didn't know that was his first movie.
I didn't either.
Well, no,
I
that
thought
was
it
the first.
camp.
That was the first movie under the Disney.
Oh, okay.
So I feel so the
Wasn't
the
was
way the way
was
it
the first
goes.
one was he goes to jail or what's
Camp.
the first one?
No, the
Camp.
first one was like a Vern special. Something. It was like I'll find this.
Like
out.
him.
Yeah, it was like
Initializing the
a
character?
short or something,
Yeah.
right? Is that what you're getting at there?
It wasn't a. It wasn't a short. It was a. How do you say? Movie that was made. It's like an hour long.
Dude, we were talking about Jim Carrey earlier, and this guy is another one of those dudes that has like that face, that malleable face. Like his face can contort in all the different ways.
Actually, fun fact: one of Jim Carrey's first movies was called Rubber Face.
Oh, nice.
Rubber Face.
And then
So
once
Was it like
bitten.
Yeah.
after that or
So like, if you think about Jim Carrey, he's like,
Yeah.
and Jim Varney was also like,
Go. What's your
Sean's
favorite?
literally the
Sean,
whole
do you
intro
practice
of
these
this
in the mirror?
movie.
Do you practice these in the
I
mirror?
used to.
What's your
Not anymore.
favorite Jim Carrey role movie? Go.
Dude, write it down and
Liar,
show it
liar.
to the camera.
Liar,
Oh,
liar.
fuck me.
Just right off the gate, just liar, liar.
Liar, liar.
That's my favorite.
That's so kill. That's such a great movie.
It's laughing the whole fucking
Yeah.
time. Once
Liar,
that
liar.
shit happens, it's so fucking funny.
I would really, really like a continuance.
Yeah. Liar, liar.
Mama.
It might even be difficult to be aroused. Well, in that case, I'll need a bathroom break.
Dude, liar, liar.
Jose Canseco. Sorry.
It's heartfelt. There's tears, laughter,
I've had
crying.
better.
I've had better.
I've had better.
When he's laughing, while he's like,
It's so
that shit
Oh,
kills
actually,
me.
also, sorry, Bruce Almighty, also very good. But
I would have got
Liar,
a
liar
10.
first.
What?
Dude, a lot of people
Liar,
don't
liar
like
first.
Me, Myself, and Irene, but that was a big one for me.
The reason
Yeah,
why I
those
don't like that
killer.
movie is Renee Zellweger. Anything else?
Who the fuck is Renee Zellweger?
Dude, him and his kids.
That's not your lightsaber. What?
The kids.
Racial
that he has.
profiling.
It's so fucking.
It is good.
He's holding that shit, trying to piss. He's like,
If I could make my own cut of that movie and just cut out Renee Zellweger out of that movie, I think I would, and it would be so much better.
She got
extra
that
cheese on the
fucking
taco.
lemon face.
I also really like the Truman Show, but it's not like the fucking
Truman
stereotypical.
Show
But
is
it's really good.
incredible.
Yeah, it's
really
super
good.
good.
If I don't
One of the
see
be-
you.
That's
Good
got
evening,
that's a
good
hard
afternoon,
fucking.
One of the best lines
Question
at the end of a
to ask.
movie of all time.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, that's what I was listening. That's what I'm saying.
what?
My favorite role
Good
of Jim
afternoon,
Carrey
good evening, and good
good
night.
night.
is Man on the Moon when he plays Andy Kaufman.
Oh, yeah,
Because he does
fucking
it
go crazy.
well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
The Eternal Spotless Mind.
really good. Eternal
Sunshine.
Sunshine
Oh,
of
that's
the
that
Spotless
hipster
Mind.
shit.
Yeah.
That's that hipster
It's a good
shit.
movie for sure.
He's just a fucking beast, dude.
It's. Have you ever seen the number 23? Don't talk.
It, Fucking goddamn,
Yeah.
it's great.
Is that like the horror one he did?
Yeah.
I never saw it.
It's stupid. It's
more
stupid
than
at the
horror.
end, but most of the movie you're in for, and he does a great job being serious.
Yeah.
Watch it; it's really good. I got it on DVD.
I think that's like his equivalent of a 1 hour photo.
I'm
Oh,
gonna,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna,
Robin Williams.
I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
fuck
But
buck
that-
all of y'all and
Fuck
say
buck.
the cable guy.
You're right.
Cable
His
Guy's
speech,
great.
hold on. His speech at the end when he's on the fucking giant satellite talking about how you're going to be talking to what's his face on the one side of the world and the other while playing Mortal
monologue-
Kombat on this. And you're like, dude, it's real. Everything he said is come true. Also,
That
You,
I love
Steven,
characters
you
best
fixed my
monologues,
list, and then he
that's
hits
one
him.
of
He goes,
Steven.
you stupid son of a bitch.
you stupid.
that movie, you know who directed that movie? Ben Stiller.
Cable Guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember talking. We talked
Because
about that, didn't we?
he's in the movie as the twins that like murdered each other or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And it was like the Menendez brothers.
Something,
was
yeah,
like a rip off
Yep,
of it.
yep.
You know.
Wow.
And then it cuts
said it
out,
wrong.
shh, and it's Andy Dick goes, a premium customer of my ass.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So okay, back to Ernest.
Fun facts.
The first ever Ernest thing was in 1983 called "Know What I Mean? Hey Vern, it's my family album," and that was a
Can you say that one more time?
"Know What I Mean? Hey Vern, it's my family album."
Know what I mean, Vern?
No,
Hey,
Vern,
well,
Vern. So it was a
Love the attention to
57-minute.
detail.
Let me read this. It was the film set up as a series of sketches featuring Jim Varney's various characters, some of which he introduced in his stand-up comedy routines. Davy the frontiersman, Ace the fighter pilot, Lloyd Rowe the mean-spirited mountain man, Billy the jive-talking carny, Hretch, a reckless riverboat gambler, and Ernest's pa.
His daddy?
I want
I
to
love
watch
it.
this.
I love it. I would love to have seen like a double header night with like Gallagher,
And Ernest.
Ernest, like Ernest, or like Ernest opening up for Gallagher. Like
Is
could you imagine that? Like that comedy night, like Ernest and Gallagher on the same ticket, 1995.
So it just seemed it was
Where
like all
are
these
you?
little bit things until they were like, this is a hilarious character. We should make some movies.
Yeah.
Okay, the second movie was called Dr. Otto and the Riddle of Gloom Beam. Ready for this? Jim Varney is Dr. Otto von Schnack, mad scientist in various disguises. I would read the plot synopsis of this movie, but it's fucking 7 paragraphs.
So
Okay,
this is
1,
his
2,
chance to
3,
play all those
4,
characters,
5.
is what it sounds
I don't know.
like.
This looks like amazing. It's a 92-minute movie that came out in 1985.
He said different disguises. I'm assuming he gets to do all
Yeah.
that fucking. That
And
shit.
I'm already out on the title alone. Dr. Otto said, Speak
Right? In 86, they did the Ernest...
English, Doc. We ain't scientists.
We ain't scientists.
You've been halved.
I'd be happy if he tell.
Doctor said it was the worst case of being a half with a machete he's ever seen.
Yeah, I can't attach the top half to the lower half.
I lost my sense of smell.
Bro, it's probably like my top 5 comedy movies.
Dude,
of all
and
time.
the unrated version is so much
Oh,
better.
yeah.
When he's just ripping sinks off a wall for 20 minutes.
It just fucking did full on.
I don't want you to
frontal
ban
dick.
if you can't open up your minds and learn how to play the fucking theremin.
I can't build you a candy house.
It will melt
It'll
in the
melt
sun.
in the sun.
Paul's a big fat cunt.
Have you seen the
Dewey Cox?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, yeah,
You don't like it.
Yeah. Well,
The
no,
way
no,
you're
no,
like,
I have to rewatch it.
How dare you?
How dare you? I just want to eat acid with the Beatles.
You want to do ass?
I have to,
Irish.
I have to rewatch
All right,
it
you
with
can
the
do acid
same
with the
with the
Beatles.
same earnest mind
You're
that
right.
we're doing now.
Let's
right.
duet in ways that make us feel good.
I'll open my mind.
In my dreams, you're blowing me.
Yeah.
Some kisses.
Yeah.
You can
Have you done that movie?
You guys,
we have, but I'll do it again because Tara was on it and she was like, nah.
you guys just became best friends. Look at that. Just
that
blowing
movie
each
is
other's
shit,
kisses.
dude.
It's so good.
He needs more blankets and less blankets.
He needs more
At the
blankets
same
and less
time.
blankets.
Rehab?
Rehab?
God damn it. I
It's
love
like, I want to identify them, but I don't want to be in there with them.
It's non-habit forming.
We just have a fucking quote off.
Ooh, Paul's a big fat cunt.
You sound like some sort of punk. I'll punch you in the fucking mouth.
When he's talking about how he fucked his wife or something, what's his face from Anchorman? I lose it every time. I don't know why, but just the way he's like,
Fuck my wife. Fuck my wife, and you fuck me, and I've had mixed feelings about it for 10 years.
They can dance erotically. And they did a clean floor to do it all.
It's like, when your wife catch you running around, you're like,
know,
Percy, you two-time Negro sexual ass.
Getting some sort of strange.
And I love how every black person is like, "What the?" And as soon as he hits like the chorus,
Like
they're in.
They're going to
Yeah.
kick his ass.
Yep.
They're in the process. They go, you gotta love. Let me go on my head. Like,
It's good.
And then he invented punk rock because he was on cocaine.
Perfect.
punch you in the fucking mouth.
Faster,
Slower.
perfect.
That's like perfect.
Me and Kathy we were so obsessed with that movie.
That's so good,
This is before
my head
Kayla, so we're talking like 14
dude. This
years
movie's
ago.
older than I thought.
And we named our cat Dewey Cox Barrett. I love it. Seriously.
Dewey Cox Barrett.
It's funny,
We used to
you
watch
forget
this shit
it's
on
Dewey
repeat,
Cox.
dude. Repeat.
I always forget.
You can't get married if you're already married.
Not even if you're a rock star?
I forgot.
Yeah, but you had that dream. You said you was licking my balls.
Yeah. I'm ready for the sex.
Dude, that's one of my favorite sayings. So I'm ready for
the sex.
All right.
Anyways, back to whatever. So then it goes. Ernest goes to camp in '87.
Hold on.
Then there's a-
one more I've been aching for a man's touch. My man's touch. I mean a penis in my vagina.
Dude, she does such a good job of that movie.
Fucking crushes it,
Yeah.
dude.
Smell that shit, Dewey.
You smell that shit, dude.
Then it went to Ernest Saves Christmas in '88. Then Ernest goes to jail. Then Ernest Scared Stupid. Ernest Rides Again. Slam Dunk Ernest, which I fucking need to watch again.
What?
I don't think I remember that one at all.
That's him playing fucking
Yeah.
Basketball.
basketball. I
Smoking
did not
them
know.
earbuds,
Hold
man.
on. I did not know it went to Ernest Goes to Africa. Then Ernest in the Army. I thought Ernest in the Army was one of the early ones because I remember loving that one.
Me too.
Maybe they're all
My whole
timeless.
Ernest timeline is
Steve.
fucking
Maybe they're all
I don't like
timeless.
it.
That's
I
why you
don't
don't
like
know what time they were
Mandela
made
thing
because they're all timeless.
Sure.
Shall we
My
say?
last fun fact of the evening.
Yeah.
There's been speculation as to whether or not Miak actually exists and what exactly it is. No, Miak isn't real. It was made up for this movie. But even though Miak doesn't exist in real life, fans of the film have made an educated guess as to what it is in the Ernest verse. Yes, with 9 movies, there is a Ernest verse.
Didn't you tell me Miak was a fucking frothy thing for pancakes?
Hold on. According to most logical
Yes.
examinations of the Ernest, Scared Stupid, and Bulgarian culture, it has been determined that Miak is a Bulgarian-style flavored jelly sauce that is commonly eaten in the spring and served with thin pancakes.
Hey, so it's a jelly.
From what I saw,
So it would be like if you're putting crepes and you need some filling for some crepes, you put in some Miak.
So we have a definition of what it. The folklore
might
says it
Miak.
is, but it's not really fucking anything.
I think there's some cream in there,
Let's
dog.
call it the
Creme.
a Bavarian.
Creme.
A Bavarian.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like my whole life has
Bulgarian.
been a fucking lie.
I think
Next time I'm
I
making
think it's
pancakes.
it's a Bulgarian cream pie.
I need some you suck.
Bulgarian cream pie. Okay.
I think we have the next maneuver.
The old Bulgarian cream pie.
You ever did a Bulgarian cream pie before? You need some
You
Miak.
ain't done the BCP
Oh, dude,
before in your life.
That's the next T-shirt, Steve.
Miak or just Bulgarian cream pie?
Bulgarian cream pie.
But what would be behind it? It's gotta
Something
be like
Miak related.
Sean's face, it just says
Okay,
BCP.
I can get. Hold on, I can get the because he's got
The
he's
Miak
got
jar.
he's got the
Yes.
Miak jar
Yeah.
right behind it, and then
Bulgarian cream pie.
I guess the crepe with
Yeah.
the fucking with the coming. I got it. We'll do it. The Miak, the Bulgarian cream pie.
You're such a graphic artist, dude. Just make it happen.
Well, I'll make it. It's going. It's going.
Weird side quest here, but
Oh, jeez.
has anybody had a crepe before?
Yeah.
It's thin
Fucking
pancake, right?
disgusting.
They're
It's just-
delicious.
I don't know
love
if I have,
crepes.
but it's just a
So
thin
it's
pancake,
just a really
right?
really thin pancake.
Yeah, it's just first of all, fuck a pancake. Let me
Break
just
it!
Say that.
I'm never gonna fuck a
This is
pancake.
Do you not like
way too
thin
hot.
versions
hold
of
on.
things?
Don't.
Are you a waffle guy? You're a waffle guy. You're a fucking waffle guy.
asses and dicks.
No, they had smash burgers the other day, and he said, "Fuck a smash burger," and I quote,
Get out of this house.
and it was delicious.
You don't like
It's-
thin
but
foods.
It's not bad.
You're
but
thinnest. You're fucking thinnest. You're fucking thinnest. You like
aren't
fat-
thin burgers delicious?
You like fat,
Amazing.
juicy,
The crisp on the edges.
You like juicy pancakes and juicy fucking burgers. Thick and juicy.
It's like
I need
It doesn't make any
Sounds like
sense.
a midget's
It's like,
footsteps.
what doesn't make any sense? The thin
Look,
pancakes
do
or
it
the
again,
thin
do it again.
burgers?
like why?
You're hurting my feelings.
Like I mean, anything where it's been modified and it costs more money just is fucking stupid to me.
It costs more money, but it feels like it's less.
You haven't
Yeah.
gone to
Yeah, it's like
you haven't
thank you
gone
for
to
this.
A creperie?
a creperie, a discount creperie where they have crepes at average price.
Name me 3 of
At
them.
average prices. We're selling it at average
man,
prices.
For the average,
You've never been creped.
you've never been creped.
Nirvana crepe me is my favorite breakfast
Crepe.
song.
Dude, I'm pretty sure the only way you have to be tied to a radiator to get creped. I'm pretty sure that's the only-
That tracks.
Sean
That tracks.
is a certified
College humor?
crepist.
Oh my god,
crepe.
College humor. You guys watch that shit?
got creped last
Wow, I
night.
haven't.
He's a certified crepist with a red dot right in the center.
Oh my god,
All right,
I'm just kidding, it's Wally.
cherry filling.
Ernest,
Oh my god.
scared stupid. Final decisions out of 10. What would we give it? We're going to Wally first.
My head hurts really bad from laughing. I'll give it like a fucking 4 or 5.
4.5.
Probably one of my lowest scores.
Nah, that's not your low score.
It's gotta be.
Well,
Close.
why? You got to give it an explanation.
I watched it again, and it was hard for me to watch in certain parts.
Yeah,
I agree.
The intro part, I was like,
It's hilarious.
It
but
was
it's so bad.
yeah, I was trying to like.
He's
was
just
doing
doing
those
f-
fucking
faces.
funny faces for like 20 minutes.
yeah.
It was a lot to intake again as an adult.
Okay. I give you that. John, out of 10.
Still doesn't take away from the legend that is this
The
man.
Legend of Ernest.
Yeah,
Pure
I'm probably at like a 4 too. Yeah, a 4 as well.
Like
'cause
What do you
it's-
mean,
TOO?
Vern? For
4
Vern?
as well, just a flat 4 because it's like it was hard to watch again. I remember as a kid like loving this, but like it just did not age.
Didn't
This
measure
is
It,
up.
was,
totally
it wasn't
what
like
it
a
was.
fine line. It
Yeah.
was like a sour miak.
Yeah, it's like
get
it's like
fine wine.
you watch it 25 years later or
Being
whatever.
tied to a radiator.
30
being
years
creped.
later, you're like,
Right.
oh no, you're like, this is
You
not.
should joke about creping.
This is
I
not.
crepe my pants.
Like this is not Forrest Gump. It's like you watch Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
It's like almost timeless. Like this is very time full. and
Hold
not
on.
Great.
What if we put Ernest in Forrest Gump? So just literally just swap them.
Yeah.
Same movie. Forrest Gump is now Ernest. And Ernest is now
It's like
Forrest.
box of chocolate. No, me, Vern.
No money, Bur. Dude, I'd watch it.
I'm in.
I got shot in the buttocks. They called it some kind of $1 million wound. I ain't got no paycheck yet.
He's like, young man shot me in the ass. It's
Like,
when I was
each
in Vietnam.
different fucking character.
Jumped up.
Those look like some mighty comfortable shoes. I bet you could walk all day in shoes like that.
Jenny used to sell my hairspray because she was the fucking whore.
All right, so you said what, 4?
Yeah, I'm a 4.
I'm a
Greg?
solid 5.
Circled 5.
Honestly, because I don't know why. It's the Ernest coming at me.
The Purry World.
You know what I mean, Vern?
You love it. You love it.
No, I think it was just like with you. You came in there, probably him too, Mr. Fucking reoccurring sexual dream about fucking
yeah.
Jim Varney.
We're gonna
I think
crepe my miak.
I think the nostalgia factor takes
Yeah.
over for you, so you excuse
Little bit.
how shitty the movie really fucking
You give
is.
it. You
know?
give it way higher than
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this movie though is actually well done for what it is. It's a shitty movie, but like the cinematography's great, the effects are great.
What
the
do you mean
fucking
what part of the cinematography?
Ernest is good, but also
so if
like
you watch some
yeah.
some shots, there's some like actual good like panning shots that like the when they're showing the tree for the first time, it like pans around the tree.
that
and
was one of
shows
my
it.
worst ones because they walk into this like space and it's all of a sudden all fucking goofy looking.
Well, I mean, it was in a sound.
Oh, the troll hotel.
yeah,
I
exactly.
can't even
That's
say
The troll hole.
the troll. Gotta pay the troll toll.
All right, well, let me read my review that I wrote down. I gave it a 6 out of 10. I love Ernest, and while I can see how some people don't, those people have no joy in their life. All of the Ernest wacky antics are just plain lovable and fun. This movie stands out as, I think, the most well put together Ernest movie and has some real good scenes while still being a kid's easy to follow along movie. Pair that up with the creature effects, and this ranks at the top for Ernest. 6 out of 10.
I mean, yeah, you got to know going in that it's a dumbass movie.
Well, yeah, that's the
Like
point. Too,
you're not looking for
Not no-
Forrest Gump.
This ain't
and
no
when
Martin
you watch an
Scorsese.
airplane.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah.
It's a dumbass fucking movie, and you're going in there knowing that it's Ernest.
I still
Yeah.
like
Christ's
it.
sake.
It's funny because I rated it a 4, but that doesn't mean I hate it.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, what?
You know?
trying to
I'm not
think, what did
changing the
we-
channel if it comes
Look,
on.
I could probably
No,
go.
no,
I'm
I'm
gonna be
watching
like,
the
oh
shit.
yeah.
I could
all
probably go like another
Yeah,
20
Vern,
years
I'm watching this,
without
Vern.
watching it.
right. Sean's like, yeah, fuck this.
Sean was not feeling
I
it.
think Ernest Goes to Jail was the one for me. Now that I think about it, Ernest Goes to Jail. Or,
Jail is Nash. That
Yeah.
is my favorite one.
I think that was.
So-
I still like the characters though. I still do love the characters.
We did Ernest Scared Stupid, and I gave that a 6. You gave that a 6. Randy was on, and he gave that a 4. So we're like, I mean, at least
Steady.
I'm steady with 6s with Ernest.
Wait, you did. You already did
Christmas.
Another
the
one.
Christmas one.
Ernest Says Christmas.
What did I say? Saves
Stupid.
Christmas.
Yeah.
You meant
Ernest
Saves
Saves
Christmas. Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, cool. Well, I want to say next week is Wally's pick, but before we do that, I want to thank
Oh,
you guys
shit.
for coming on.
Yeah.
The Hydra FX boys being on the pod again. It's been a minute. The
Casting
last one
pods.
we did was
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. That was a fun episode. If anybody
Yeah.
wants to listen to that, if they enjoyed this, go back and listen to that episode. That was a fun one. Sean spills beer all over my floor
I did.
with his Galaxy pants on.
did.
Do you
I
still
did.
have those pants?
Space Pets.
I still have them. I can wear them again. I should have worn them
You
tonight.
should have.
Sorry
Yeah, you
about
fucked up.
that. Yeah.
Wally's dying over here thinking of
trying
what
to
to.
think. Give me like fucking 30 seconds.
You're fine, but again, it's Halloween, right? We're in spooky season. The
I
first
know.
Wow, it's
first
very
spooky season.
emotional
That's what
about
I'm trying to
fucking
think.
Ernest.
Dude, my fucking head hurts so bad.
Are you,
laughing.
are you thinking or
It's high.
squeezing out
It's
a
both.
fart?
It's both.
Thinking
Both.
or farting?
He's sucking it back in.
Well,
Suck it in.
since the Hydra FX is on the podcast,
The Jack Daniels is out.
we got to take a little camera pull
We got to take a little bump.
for our sponsors. You know what I'm
What?
saying?
It was a Jack
I
and
think
Coke.
we already done.
We already did a Jack and Coke all night, every night.
I'll share it with everybody.
Do you know what I think is a horror movie, but no one else does? I think is the first Jurassic Park.
I don't disagree with you.
Can we do the first Jurassic
We
Park?
can do
movie?
whatever you want to do, guy.
Skanky.
I want to do the first Jurassic Park.
Let's
movie.
do the
'Cause
first Jurassic Park movie as a horror movie.
No, dude.
All right,
Come on. Yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'll pull it.
Let Muscozy
That's
pull
the
that.
host with the most. Are you okay? Wally really
hit
hurt his
late.
vagina. Yeah.
We missed up one thing.
Wally's sober October.
Oh yes. Dude, I would be laughing so
No,
hard.
nobody
that I
would
have
know
a
that.
fucking migraine right now. It's literally like.
Oh, yeah.
We forgot to do the TV movie and trivia. I got a great question because it reverts to me and what I've talked about on this podcast a lot.
Oh me.
I'm down. I'm down for like 20 of these
You
fucking
ready for
cards.
this?
Let's go.
What is the name of the high school that Ryan, Marissa, Seth, and Summer attend in the OC?
Oh God.
I'm out.
Lake Placid High.
There is no alligators in this school.
So close.
Orange County High.
Hold on, think about it. They're in Orange County, which
Yep.
has a lot of boats.
Yeah.
That's a hint.
Rudder High.
Nope, that's a hint. What do boats go into?
Plainview, Water High,
Ocean High.
Watersville,
Close. What do boats go into to dock?
Wakeville, Dock
Boat
Harbor,
Ramp High School.
Harborview.
What? What'd you say?
Harborview, Harbor Place.
You know what? No one else can answer when you just keep
Harbor
saying.
Hole, Tiny Hole.
You're close. You're very
Tickle
close.
my asshole.
You're
Tickle
close.
your asshole. Tickle his asshole with your asshole.
That's a good school. I'd go to that school. What'd you guys do last semester and tickle your asshole high?
Scissored a lot.
I poked his butthole.
Boats.
You're close. You're very close.
Boats to buttholes.
What is it,
Scissor me
Steve?
too.
Harborview.
Harbor School.
Son of a bitch.
All right. Next one. Maybe you guys will get this one. What prestigious academy institution did Reese Witherspoon's character attend in Legally Blonde?
Is it Harvard?
Stanford.
Or is it
Say it again. What was the question?
What prestigious academy institution did Reese Witherspoon's character attend in Legally Blonde?
It's fucking Harvard. It had to be Harvard.
No.
One of them Ivy League Jones.
I was like Ivy League.
Is that Academy?
Somewhere we eat
Academy.
fucking crepes.
Institution, academic institution.
College or
So it'd be one of the best academic schools in the nation.
Harvard. I'm
Princeton.
You gonna lock it in?
Princeton.
Lock it in.
I'm saying Princeton.
I'll say a different one than
Princeton?
them. MIZ.
MIZ.
The Miz.
MIT.
Who's a fucking wrestler. Gotcha.
I came to play. It is Harvard Law School.
Yeah, bitch. Let's fucking
Son
go.
of a bitch.
Look at that. All right, cool. Thanks, guys, for listening. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for being on again. Hydra FX. We'll probably have some more episodes coming with these guys. It's always a fun, good time.
Dude,
Wally
my
needs
head
to
hurts
die.
so bad.
He's going to go shit out his ass, and it's going to be a fun time. Next week, horror movie, Jurassic Park.
Which
like
one, like the first, the
first
OG
one.
joint?
It's- when you-
fucking
We're
best.
gonna
So
look
good.
at it in a different light.
I thought it was a horror movie as a kid. I wasn't allowed to watch it because it was too scary.
It's too scary.
Jeff Goldblum.
Don't
is
go
frightening.
into the long grass. That's the second movie, but yeah. Shoot her.
Clever girl.
Clever girl.
Shoot her.
Hey, look!
It's Dodson. We got Dodson here.
See,
See,
no
no
one
one
cares.
cares.
Exactly. Perfect.
Newman was the fucking shit in there, dude.
Love it. All right, next week is going to be fun. Thanks, guys, again.
Cheers,
Have a
y'all.
good one.
Thanks
Bye.
for having me, Steve.
Always
Bye.
a pleasure.